Comedian Sean Boyd from Just Therapy, the podcast. I got to talk to you about Detroit Auto Parts. They're the official parts store of Redline Radio. They have two convenient locations, one on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or the west side, 216-398-7373. Don't forget to mention Redline Radio and you receive 10% off your purchase. Make sure you hit up Detroit Auto Parts. Check them out.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Shy from She Vibes, and Growing Wings Adult Services is the official sponsor of the State of the Art Studio 2. Growing Wings Adult Services have 5 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, call Lisa at 234-334-7547. And don't forget to tune in to She Vibes on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. EST.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from Money's Crazy Mind. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that sometimes after my trash has been picked up, man, does my garbage can smell like, well, trash. Well, if you have the same problem that I'm having, then you can reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning, LLC. They offer trash can cleaning and pressure washing. Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning is locally owned, eco-friendly trash can cleaning service in Northwest Ohio, serving North Ridgeville and the surrounding areas. You can reach Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning, LLC at 440-752-1533 or at their website, ftbcusa.com, or you can email Brandon at ftbcusa.com, or you can check them out on Facebook, FTBCUSA. And of course, if you mention Redline Radio while you book a service, you receive 10% off the first service. That's an awesome deal. And don't forget to reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning Service, LLC today.
What's going on, everybody? It is Tim Buck 2 from Tim Buck Tuesday. And you know, I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, you know I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
You guys don't make any music for the fucking white people. We fucking love 360, man. Like fucking Girl Loves fucking Low and fucking Valley Trees and Great Vape and all you fucking guys, man. And we just don't understand why you guys don't make a hit record for us, man. We fucking come to all your shows and support you, bro. And I'm just really fucking bummed out, dude. Do something for the white people.
360. Loud. I chill with the white boys. I smoke weed with the white boys. We party with the white boys. OD with the white boys. We chill with the white girls. Smoke weed with the white girls. We party with the white girls. OD with the white girls. It don't matter if you black or you white. It don't matter if you black or you white. It don't matter if you black or you white. It don't matter if you black or you white. Some of y'all still stuck in the old school. You can get up and go if you want to. I ain't got problems with no race. I see you feeling uncomfortable, I'm straight. I know how to mingle with the lingo. Al Pacino, they doing lines with a C-No. Life's really good when you're chilling with your people. We blow, we know. Off to the bay, man, we go. It's going out, through another end. 150, riding through the hills. Dude, it's on me. Don't worry about no end. Next morning, wake up, we doing it again. I chill with the white boys. Yep. I smoke weed with the white boys. We party with the white boys. Yep. OD with the white boys. We chill with the white girls. Yep. Smoke weed with the white girls. We party with the white girls. Yeah. OD with the white girls. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white.
From the middle pie nation, so I'm no pie wasted. Hang on the shit when you party with Caucasians. It really don't matter. I party with all races. Black and white girls, I'm loving them all, ladies. Like a kid in the candy store, I'm loving all flavors. And everyone's invited, I party with all players. Roll a keg in, place the cups on the table. Who got the beer pong, roll a blunt if you able. Check out the belly dance with the piercing in the navel. And I'm something like a fish, I drink you under the table. Plus I'm chilling with my people, we don't care about a label. We barely stand up, let alone pick a favorite.
I chill with the white boys. Yep. I smoke weed with the white boys. We party with the white boys. Yep. OD with the white boys. We chill with the white girls. Yep. Smoke weed with the white girls. We party with the white girls. Yeah. OD with the white girls. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white.
Yeah. I pulled up on a purple heart. All my white homeboys call me Harley, bro. Party hard like Chris Farley on everything. Can you feel me, Charlie? Let a party with the Anglo-Saxons. All the good drugs, they be happy to show. Have a cap full of GHB. Then have a conversation with my PS3. 360 let a white folks. About to hit the bone. Come and take a coke. Got it together 360. Snort like a rock star. Smoke like a hippie.
I chill with the white boys. Yep. I smoke weed with the white boys. We party with the white boys. Yep. OD with the white boys. We chill with the white girls. Yep. Smoke weed with the white girls. We party with the white girls. Yeah. OD with the white girls. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white. It don't matter whether you black or you white.
OMG. Oh my God. That shit fucking rock, bro. Rock on 360. I love you fucking guys, dude. I'm gonna call fucking Todd and Chip. And these guys have to put this in their MP3 player right now. 360, dude.
Oh shit, man! Hey, it's time for the Grapevine. Shit, what the fuck up to?
Man, we just at the trap house, man. I'm just sitting there mixing up this cocaine. You know what I mean? Cutting down these weed packs, getting ready to do some farming and some trimming. You know what I mean? I giving a fuck about the police, not nan one of them. You know what I mean? We don't give a fuck about nan police. Hold on, let me finish up this cocaine here. I'll be right back with you, niggas.
6 hours later.
Fuck that shit, nigga. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. I'm sick of this shit. This some bullshit right here. Fuck that. What in the?
Oh, no, we're not.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you work.
Come back and finish my interview, because I don't know what they want or who they want. I had time to ask. Grapevine 6 to 8 night, niggas. Little Michael Jackson curl. He my ass. Come on.
Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all can understand how we G's ride. Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all can understand how we G's ride. Yeah, make the wrong move and get checkmate. Don't let your birthday be your death date. Yeah, I got a few things I gotta set straight. I'm a villain for life and your best hate. Wait. They mad cause I'm doing me. Keep my bag to myself, bro, fluently. Fitted T, Levi's, yeah, Jew a G. But the line have to throw hands with 2 or 3. I'm a real member. High Heena's been hate, tryna kill Simba. Can't take me out the jungle, it's a dilemma. Y'all mad cause your last like December. West side been known for the heat. North side would do a nigga wrong in the streets. East side going hard for they peeps. South side gon' slide sack hard on these beats. Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all gon' understand how we G's ride. Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all gon' understand how we G's ride.
I call this chopper L'Oreal cause it'll paint your face. I'm never pulling over, take them boys on the chase. West Coast bad boy, no Diddy or Mace. Tupac with the Glock, I take a sucker face. Big shoes on the old school Delta 88. Them niggas claim they love me, but them niggas really fake. Gotta keep your circle small cause these niggas really snakes. Gotta keep the hammer on you so you don't get spanked. Blue jeans, white tees, and some coke white forks. Keep it lit out on the bitch, for sure she gon' fork it. Niggas throwing up signs like a first base coach. Throwing up the wrong shit might get you smoked. This West Coast living is the life that I choose. Loose strips in my pocket, red cup full of juice. Everybody keep it sticking, I ain't talking about hockey. Niggas stay trying to score it like killers are high.
Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all gon' understand how we G's ride. Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all gon' understand how we G's ride.
Hopped off the porch in some Levi's with a sad. From the city where you get toe tagged for the wrong flag. Riding Chevy Caprices right next to the beaches. Growing up in churches, but these preachers really couldn't reach us. Got it for the low, front of the stove, selling everything. Married to the game for life. Call me Jang Lang. 280s, baby, fill the rivets in my pants. Black 17 for you niggas that don't understand. Been on my bullshit like I'm Derrick Rose. Got rich off glad bags, riding in my new Jabos. Riding in a state 80, on the way to the fog. I'm in the streets, nigga, never did face the fly. Nothing you can tell me about the West Coast. Palm trees, bad bitches, and the best smoke. From Southern Cali all the way to the north side. Welcome to the west side.
Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all gon' understand how we G's ride. Welcome to the west side, where the true gangsters reside. Keep a fitted tee with some Levi's. Y'all gon' understand how we G's ride.
I'm with a Cali fine family like Brownie Betty, Pelosi and Newsom, Mike and Bruce. I'm rootin' tootin' like your Sammy Sam. If I ain't a legend yet, what the fuck I am? Zip packs did that, call packs did that. Sometimes I receive, sometimes quarterback. Hope that pack don't get intercepted. My mailman and nigga hope I don't have to check it. And I don't send no subs, just thugs with submachine guns. Thugs with 200 round drums in between. That's 200 shots plus 236 flip-flops. That's enough hip-hop to put your ass in the ziplock. Nigga mention my name, please have respect. Boy, I'm one of the best coming up out the west. You been sleeping that bitch. But we ain't at your chest, boy, we split ramen packs. That nice bitty cat with the noodles out your back. From Diego to Sac, all the way to Oakland. Pull up on DT like, what you smoking? I be doing too much in the Cinco Setto. Heavy on a pedal when the truck be meadow. Out that ghetto, nigga cannot stop me. You know you boy great, baby, way too cocky. I be with too much and you on the beat. And you know if we run up on this, boy, we packing heat. SDT and them, SDG Slim, that's my San Francisco beat partner. You be with them. Shout out that Larry June and all them niggas just like, hey, on them punk ass bitches. Yeah. Feel me though, man, you know, shit. It don't get no better than that when it comes out the west. I'm talking like niggas showing it best. All the way from Diego, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my partners in there, man. Too much. Juju did it. That motherfucking DT backed up. That goes out to Reno, Nevada, 775. You know I love you niggas out there. All the way from San Diego, Sacramento, all through whole California. Man, what's up, man? It's Friday. You know what time it is, man. Once again, it's that time, man. Once again, it's that time. The Grapevine, man. And listen, man. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a positive affirmation for the day because I'm kind of, feeling a little down-winded. And we're just going to say, I'm a worthwhile person.
I'm a worthwhile person.
Everybody, look in the mirror and tell yourself. Repeat after me. I'm a worthwhile person.
I'm a worthwhile person.
Yes, you are. Thank y'all for joining us. And we would like to apologize. She don't have nothing to hit on that. Don't get her started because I'm going to go fuck around and flip her out this chair any minute now. She gets the goddamn smoke in my eyes. Anyway. We'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties from last week. Apparently, these niggas ain't been paying the bills up here. But you ain't had nothing to do with it. Why you booing me? That's, who and them?
I ain't booing.
What was that? Wah, wah, wah. What did that mean?
Because our bills wasn't paid. Nigga.
Oh, that yeah. Wah, wah, wah again then. But man, we'd like to apologize for last week's technical difficulties. That's why we ran so much stuff. Security about to come and get your ass if you don't get yourself under control, Lady Grape. You just got on the air and you already started with your shit. How I had one of the monsters jump off just an arm and come over there and get your ass. You know, I wish she had a spider. How about just go stand next to her with the spider and hold it next to her. She will not move.
I'll get that for next time.
I'm a worthwhile person. Man, but anyway, man, it's the Grapevine, man. And I'm talking about we still with our share for share if you dare, man. It's free to support your people, man. Share for share if you dare, man. Share your people's shit, tell them share your shit. Share for share if you dare. It's only fair, right? Right. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. But man, I'm great, man. The host with the most, man, the most dopest. I'm talking about the most dopest, diverse infotainment on the planet. And the most dangerous nigga and the man of the people, might I add. The people love Grape. You know that, Tim? You seen it, Tim. They love Grape. Most of them.
They tolerate Grape.
Like this, God damn, cuz. But we're going to go ahead and go on with our normal 1, 2, 1, 2, a.k.a. the introductions. No, I can't do the a.k.a. That's Lex. Shout out to Lex. Shout out to Don P. Congratulations to everybody who were winners this month in our Red Line Radio LLC award ceremony. By the way, if you're out there watching, all three of you, I like for y'all to take your time, go over to the link. Can you post the link in the show notes? We're gonna post the link in the show notes, and we want you to go, and especially all my people. And we just seen how my people get down. They get behind me all across America, not just local. I need y'all to go rally up behind the kid and go put on for Red Line Radio LLC for the #1 station and for the people's choice award. If you don't mind, baby. I wish I had a little ding sound when I smile. Ding, like no, not that. Like the Colgate.
That's what that is, ain't it?
No, that's like more.
That means like your tooth, the tooth sparkles.
You know,
you do it.
Yeah, that's kind of just wrong pitch. Just leave it off. That's more of like you get ready to sing a song like tapping the glass before you.
Me.
Ooh, that motherfucker fuck around. Right, that's a dollar store glass. I better stop hitting that motherfucker so. But anyway, man, we're gonna go ahead and go on to with the introductions. To the right of me, as always, except for last week. Shout out to Precious. It wasn't your fault, baby. We know. $10 what do we do? How are you, my good friend?
I'm great, man.
My boy, I've been seeing this nigga all week. Everywhere I go, he be here.
Lightweight have been seeing you all week for real.
Me and Tim been tearing the comedy circuit up together, man. Shout out to all my comedy homies. Gene Mellor, Marquand, Funny Man Banks, Kevin, my brother Ford. Cecil, goddamn, you done got me in trouble fucking with you and that goddamn raccoon. Now they calling me a killer.
Yeah, you was bugging for them.
No, fuck that. He was big as fuck.
Bugging.
If y'all had seen who you missed it. Man, the biggest raccoon I've ever seen in my life.
That's
came jumping out. He wanted all the smoke. That nigga jumped up and stood on Kev horse. You know, we're sitting there looking at him, he looking at us. And Kev said, "Why is he so big?" So
that's what she said.
So you give yourself a ding. Ding twice, motherfucker. I'm pretty sure she didn't say that, but
she did. Why's your belly so big?
Hey, why did that nigga tell you hey, shout out to Gene Miller. Taco Tuesdays, every Tuesday, at Gene Miller. What's the name of that spot up here on the road? Levels. Go up there and fuck with my partner Gene Miller at Levels, man, on Miles. I'm not from here. I don't know the name, goddamn Miles, Richard. I don't know these niggas' names. Okay, stop correcting me on the air phone.
You gonna tell them to go to the wrong place?
Right, huh?
They gonna pull up to the wrong
to get
spot.
shot all up and shit. What the fuck is these niggas doing here? But anyway, brother man, Tim, tell us about your week, sir, besides hanging out with me all week and eating tacos and shit.
Well, eating tacos was the highlight of my week.
They laid on the bar and shit. That nigga Tim laid on the bar. She came over with the motherfucker Holy Free Holy taco sauce or whatever that shit was.
It's like Coyote Ugly with Tim.
They said due to sanitary reasons they couldn't.
Well, shit, we should have told him, man. We'll sign the waiver.
Right.
We gonna get some goggles for this nigga and lay him down and squirt. He likes it like that.
That was a off the top set too. Like none of that was besides my regular stuff.
Yeah. You did good, bro.
I appreciate you, man.
You did good.
Yeah, Money's talking to you.
Oh, you can't wait to call me?
Yeah, but he don't have the number up here, so you might.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he knows the number. Why don't you call up here to goddamn Grapevine and get on the Grapevine one time for your mind unless you ain't drinking wine.
That's his way of trying to call me out.
Oh, we got a challenge going on?
Go ahead, do it, Tim.
I do love a challenge.
But you can call the Graber Machine and Tool hotline at 216-259-2062.
Yes, indeed. Because we got a cool ass guest in the house, man. And I'm talking about, man, we're gonna get to that in a minute, man. But we're gonna do some shit that y'all ain't never think we was gonna do up here. And I don't know why, because Grape is a man of the people. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and carry on with these introductions. To the left of me is somebody who almost got the shit.
I'm about to pull my chunk
Stain.
off.
You can't say chocolate. You just learned that word. We started fucking with me. You don't know Mexican words.
Really? I knew it before.
I forgot. That's all she fucked with is Cubans and Puerto Rican. Them is Cuban words. This is a different dialect.
Puerto fake.
She's a no. She's
No,
a
your dad was the Puerto faking.
Guess what she is? She's a Puerto Rican.
She a Puerto Rican.
She's a Puerto Rican little nasty son of a gun. How was your week, dear? I was just talking about you.
I don't know. Should I hit you with this chunk letter first?
Stop kicking me in the fucking time. I told you about this shit.
You know her leg ain't that long.
I know. She slid over the chair.
No way she
Hey,
can reach
slid
that.
over the chair. Y'all want to lick it? She slid over, kicked,
Ain't
and
no
slid
way
back.
she can reach
I'm
that
keep doing this
far.
gangster shit for real, for real.
I'm over here judging distance like, nah.
Get in and out without being seen. Get in and out without being seen. That's the objective.
Technically, I can kick him from over
Man,
here.
if you do the goddamn it, the groundhog gonna deliver your mail tomorrow. She just fucking did it too.
Anyway.
Yeah, tell us about your week. Tell us about. I can't hear myself, Tim.
It's the headphone.
Okay. Tell us about your. You're so funny.
I wish I couldn't.
Why don't you? Hey, why don't you guys both try stand up?
Hey, I had to get mine in there, man.
You guys should both try getting on the stage and y'all can make people laugh. How about that?
It was a free
How
throw.
about that? You know,
You sent me to the line.
that was that volleyball. So take two of you both to get one of me.
No, it was two
you might want
separate
to get two
jokes.
more because
That was two separate jokes.
Well, you guys should
We're
work
gonna
on
need
you
four
guys
with
should
your
work on
big
your
ass.
routine. You guys should work on your
We're
routine.
gonna need four of them.
Well, I know somebody that likes it. We ain't gonna get in that because you're gonna be ready to leave.
Not me. I don't go. I'm a
So
grown
we're gonna start talking
man.
about this Puerto Rican then.
I don't care.
Because the bed's still wet, Ebony. The bed is still wet. Kevin done gave me the goddamn
She
honey.
her own person.
Wait a minute,
Ain't got
hold
nothing to
up,
do with
hold
me.
up.
If
Just
she
'cause
want to deal with
pee in
you,
the
then
bed
that's on
doesn't
her.
mean You have to blame it on me.
If I pee in the bed, you lay your ass right in it all night long. Just laying and rolling around in the goddamn pee.
And he gonna puke in the suitcase full of clothes too, ain't he?
That's
Oh, I did too. I went on drunk ass weeks in Washington D.C. like about 3 years ago.
On vacation.
Man, I was on vacation, homie. We was about to go to
all
Kingston,
over our
man.
vacation
I sat up
clothes.
in my niece's room and I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and to me, I thought it was a toilet. Apparently, it was the suitcase.
That's worse than losing your luggage at the airport.
He never showed up. I just so happened to wake up and hear all these nasty sounds. I'm
That was
like,
my
hey,
brother in the next room, and
I'm like, hey.
that was my brother and Ashley getting it
get
off.
up and go
Shout out
to the
to my brothers.
bathroom.
First, you don't talk to me like that, and everybody knows.
Oh, I did.
Whatever. You've been a hater since I know you.
All on the suit.
Yeah, I can.
All
Well,
the
we're
haters
glad
since
you're
I
here, Lady
blessed
Grape.
you.
Why don't you try
All
doing
over the
stand up?
wall.
We better.
We get the idea. Thank you for reliving a moment with people who didn't want to hear that nasty shit.
I didn't say what it looked like. I just said where it was.
Whatever. Tell us about your week, asshole.
My week was boring. Because I
It'd
had to
never
look
be
at you
boring
every
with me.
day.
You a goddamn lie. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I had to look at you every day, so I got bored.
It's been a blessing to behold.
Behold what?
This dick and these nuts.
I keep telling you, nobody cares about that little wrinkly thing.
You just refer to it as little. First of all, everybody know I got that package done. I got that extension done about 3 weeks ago, so it's not little no more.
I mean, literally.
I got
it
that.
cost you?
Everybody seen I had
How
the
much it
bandage.
cost you?
Everybody seen I had the bandage.
The male BBL.
Can you refer me to your doctor, please?
When they went hot, no, it was in and out surgery. I said, listen, I don't need that much
Dr.
work, man.
Miami.
And then when they did my penis work, I had my balls done too. Got all the wrinkles knocked out them shits like Dave Chappelle. He referred that shit to me. Now my balls is smooth as a bowling ball and bald as the baby.
Do they whistle?
Like the one niggas. Hey, what about that one motherfucker we seen on the award show the other day? And the motherfucker out there started dancing and that shit was like, I said, I wonder. Yeah, oh yeah. So let me give you guys the background history on this. Yeah, there was a what was it, an award show?
I think it was somebody's concert, and that little puppet Joselito.
This was no puppet though. This was a grown motherfucking dancer on
He
stage.
did a little mockery of her.
But the motherfucker who wasn't mocking,
looked like it was.
No, the
talking.
motherfucker who wasn't mocking.
Looked like it was singing.
Whatever this motherfucker had going on in the vagina or penis area, that motherfucker was doing like this.
Her regime was singing. Her regime was singing.
It looked like it was going.
It really did.
Motherfucker was high
I wish
Mr.
I
Ed
had
under her
that. I
dress.
have the footage,
That
but
is
it's too late to send it.
Why do you watch that kind
That
of
is
shit? You did. I make,
disgusting.
No, I put it on my story. It
you
was
some kind of, you
hilarious.
some kind of a freak. You put a freak in
Oh,
shit.
that's just like the dude that was in the pet store sniffing butts.
That nigga nasty as fuck. I know he can't go in no schools on.
He thought he was a dog.
Sick son of a bitch. Hey, my shit keep cutting out. You can hear me, Tim?
It's the headphones.
Oh, it's the headphones are short in them. That's
Yeah.
why these motherfuckers ain't paying their bills up here. Dave, we gonna have to have a talk, player. We got to have a talk. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to Lee Money, Dave, Lisa, and everybody else who's watching. We appreciate y'all tuning in with us. We just getting started. Trust me. And we're gonna go across to my assistant. I know he's running late today. I ain't gonna blame it on you, Dre.
I was waiting on yours. I'm at the crib, 45 minutes waiting. Like, all right.
So now you keep it. Now you just now you gotta watch.
All right, where they at?
How was your week, brother?
My week was cool.
I bet it was.
My weekend gonna be even better. You feel me?
What'd you do? Anything productive? Anything cool besides work? You didn't know?
I don't think I seen you for real this week.
Oh, I was just
Now that I think about it, you went at my job.
That was last week?
Yeah, that was
I
last
told
week.
you I'm
Look,
going
every
hella
day
hard. I don't know what fucking day it is or the time. I almost fell asleep talking to her.
you get some shrooms or something. Every day
Not
blending
yet,
in,
but
huh? Everything blending in.
I need my package, Cecil. I need my package, Cecil. Cecil gonna fuck around and get fired.
Cecil's taking his old man nap. Leave him alone.
That sound like an old man name.
It is. Cecil and
Oh,
Jeffrey.
That's
that's
Cecil
like
and Jeffrey. That's
Cecil and Jeffrey.
that's like naming your
niggas.
kid Walter. How you gonna look at
before
a
we
kid?
get into our
You're
guest.
a Walter.
Whoa. Before we get into our guest, we have a huge. Come on, cuz. Before we get into our guest, we have a huge announcement. For the first time, one of our shows busted 1,000 views.
Oh, excuse me.
It might not mean a lot to y'all, but to me that means a lot because last year this time my show sucked.
That's a lot of hard work put in.
Like you do any of it, you don't do nothing.
Notice I said that's a lot of hard work you put in.
Oh, that's what you said?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
you trying to check?
She said, "Listen, Linda."
Right. I got this goddamn one headphone that work and the other one that don't, and I don't know what the fuck is going on around me right now. I told you niggas I'm tired.
Well, next time use the one that wink and not the one that stink.
Thank you.
It's my man. He don't work. He's not here for you.
He's here for us.
This is called a grapevine, not the ebony vine.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
the dangerous crew.
Danger, all right. Anyhow, now we're gonna get into our special guest. This man right here has a show here on Redline Radio. We're gonna let him tell you all about it. He is a very, very dope ass human being. I didn't know this motherfucker was that big. I came in here like, God damn, man. Shit. I thought he was just picture and shit. I thought he was a little fella. No, this motherfucker looks like a professional wrestler. DDT, a bitch ass. Keep playing with him. Justin George, brother, nice to have you on the Grapevine. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, brother.
Absolutely.
Man,
What's up?
JG's in the
Timbuktu,
house.
my boy.
Man, hey, listen, man, when the gang's all here, it's about to be a party around this motherfucker. So how was your week, good sir?
It was good. Good,
Yeah?
worked. And then Wednesday night, did my show talking about balls.
Tell them about your show, brother.
Redline Radio, Studio 2, 7 to 9. Timbuktu, the producer, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hello.
Missed you last week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a sports show, mainly Cleveland stuff. I've lived in Cleveland my whole life, diehard
Okay.
sports fan.
Okay.
Love doing podcasting. I had my own podcast for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
Started talking about balls about 3 years ago.
That's the
And
dopest
then,
name for a show ever.
I love it.
That shit is creative as
I
fuck.
grew up with like South Park, Blink 182.
Fuck
Like I love
yeah.
toilet humor. That's my shit.
Yeah,
So
oh yeah. I mean, I'm talking about like
I just love the toilet.
American Pie era.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to fuck Stifler mom to this day.
Who doesn't?
I'm talking
Who
about she's
doesn't?
hot as fuck, ain't she? Them motherfucker. I don't want the pie. I want Stifler's mom. She look like she'll buy a nigga that PS5. You feel me? Stifler mama, if you watch,
Definitely would.
call
buy that
me.
PS4.
I'll bring my wife too because you got that money. Anyway, Justin, thank you for being here, man. And we are
Absolutely.
gonna have tons of fun, and we're gonna look pretty damn cool while you're doing it.
Let's do it.
So, what we're gonna do now? There's a lot of interesting things going on this place we call Earth. What do you call it? A flat, non-rotational, stationary plane, like NASA says, or what do you call it? A globe. That's up to you. We don't know because all they do is lie to us. But well, first we're gonna get into this. Breaking news. Justice Clarence Thomas's traitor-ass wife, Ginny Thomas, is hit with another massive scandal as analysis discovers that she was linked to half of all the entities to overturn Roe versus Wade. A horrifying conflict of interest for Clarence Thomas. Demand that justice be served on these crooked motherfuckers. What the hell is wrong with you people? I mean, the conflict of interest of things that go on this planet. For instance, Dr. Fauci and his wife being the head of the fucking FDA. So that's not like, or whatever the administration is. She's like the one who okays the shit to be okayed. So wait a minute, I'd be like me and Evie. I'm like, hey man, I'm finna make these vaccines, and I need you to go ahead and push the line and get them through. That's not right to me. And it's definitely all a financial, monetary thing, but we're not going to talk about that today. Another interesting thing, you know what? We're going to stop there. Roe v. Wade is a very, 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 very touchy subject for a lot of people. For a few reasons. One, because it comes out just a few years ago that it was based off of a complete lie. You know, she admittedly said this, that she said what they paid her to say. She was never assaulted by black guys. She was never none of that. It was a complete fabricated bullshit story that set forth certain things that can't be undone. Even to now, let me tell you something. I'm all about, this is circumstantial, because I feel like if you out there being loose every weekend, getting fucked in the backseats of cars and shit, and you gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 abortions, you have to keep one of these motherfuckers, or we gonna put you in jail for every time you knock one of them off. You know what I'm saying? I believe a woman has every right to do what she wants to with her body in good taste. What I don't believe is some motherfucker in a suit and tie that sits in the hill should be able to have any fucking authority or any position to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body. Who in the fuck are you? How many of those kids did you make that you don't want to get aborted, or that you do want to get aborted?
Bitch.
That's right. He's my angry ad-lib today, funky motherfucker. But no, this is a very serious thing. And one of the reasons I brought this up is because my guest, Justin, and his wife, and again, brother, we are sorry for everything that went on.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? I'm going to let you tell the story because this is your story. So being that you can identify with this the most, do you want to share what you went through with your wife?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right. So anybody listening at home, if you guys want to check out my Facebook page, I posted the link to it a couple of weeks ago. We were actually interviewed by Time Magazine. We did a story. My wife and I got pregnant in April. We found out, we were excited. It's going to be a boy. We had the gender reveal thing. We gave my parents, like everybody told everyone was excited. And we got home from vacation. We went to a normal, just a standard ultrasound, and the doctors found some bad news. Right. Unfortunately, the baby had some defects. There was a liver issue, or a kidney issue, heart issue. The doctors basically said there's nothing we can do. So they said, unfortunately, we have to terminate the pregnancy. So we were like, okay, obviously horrible news. We were devastated. And then on top of it, the hospital is in Ohio. They go, our board of directors don't feel comfortable doing this procedure. So we'll have to refer you to doctors in Detroit, in Pittsburgh, maybe Chicago, maybe Maryland. We have to leave the state. And a lot of people, when this first happened, when Roe v. Wade was overturned, a lot of people said, well, they'll protect the mother. My wife has a blood disorder, so she gets blood clots, and she's high risk initially just for the pregnancy. Even if it was a healthy baby, she was it's a risky thing for her to go through with a pregnancy. And they said, no, she doesn't qualify. We don't feel comfortable doing the procedure. We had to go to Michigan. But the day before we went to Michigan, they canceled on us because some rules changed, laws changed in Michigan. Luckily, the next day, they called us back and they said, we'll do it. Get up here by 3 o'clock. I had to leave work. We rushed to Michigan, had it done, came back. And then it went on from there. And then Time Magazine reached out. They interviewed us. They learned the whole story. We've been on Fox 8. The worst part so far for us, though, is just seeing the Facebook comments. People are stupid out there, man.
Aren't they, though? I mean, where's the... if anything else, it's about having compassion for your fellow human being.
Right.
At the end of the day, we should all learn how to treat one another, no matter the color, the race, the genre, the sexual preference, what they choose to identify with. We are all in this funky hellhole together. You understand what I'm saying? And it's free to be a good human. It don't cost a fucking thing to treat your neighbor with respect and with honor. And my motto is I give everybody a blank slate. I let everybody start off with clean. It's like old school. You get a gold star or you get a check mark. I'll let you decide. Either way, I'm not going to lose any sleep, and I really don't give a fuck if you like me or not. And there's that. But so there's so many things. There's so many. Yeah, bitch. Bitch. I mean, to me, it's just disgusting because the comments and just the whole notion that people are so inconsiderate and so disrespectful that they don't consider that, for one, your wife is it. So just say, and heaven forbid, something would happen to your wife in the process of her
Sure,
and
absolutely.
yourself.
Went
Now
through
you're
my
down
mind for
too.
sure. Yeah.
Now your life is fucking in shambles. Now you're an emotional wreck, and they don't take that into consideration. Don't tell people what I like I said, I believe it should be circumstantial.
Right, absolutely.
If you're a rape victim, if it's a defect and it could possibly harm the mother or other, nobody wants to raise their kid with some kind. Nobody wants to look at their kid every day and say, Jesus, I wish there was something I could do to help.
Right.
Jesus, my baby is suffering so bad. I wish I could help. That should be something that is completely left up to the patients for whatever reason, except for being banged out in somebody's backseat of a Chevy. Bitch. Lay with your bitch.
Dirty bitch.
But yeah, man. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about your thought on Roe versus Wade.
Sure.
The timing that they decided to overturn it was very interesting. Do you think that was more or less of a distraction? Or do you think that they actually gave a fuck and was just trying to?
I think it was more so it's just them trying to show off that they can control that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It was like them just going, all right, we'll stick it to you. Here's something that everybody's going to be pissed off. Well, a lot of people are going to be pissed about that we overturn. And they're just doing it to kind of just establish dominance and show everybody that they can do what they want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
That's
agree
it.
with that. Yeah. Well, I think that too. And I also think that it's another form of division, divide and conquer.
Absolutely.
Because we're getting hot on your asses. We on your asses, and no matter what, you're gonna start a division. When it was the jab versus unjab. When it was racism, black versus white. When it was gangbanging, Bloods versus Crips. Because you motherfuckers are scared of the unity.
Bitch.
Funky bitch. You funky doghead bitch. All of you. We can't stand you motherfuckers up here at the rape show. God damn it, me and Cecil gonna be coming to pay you motherfuckers a visit. You must have heard what we did to the raccoon.
Real talk, though.
No, but anyhow, I really feel like this is a divide and conquer tactic, and as well as a distraction, because you have several things going on. You had like the Hunter Biden laptop, which is old news. They're just now admitting that, hey, we can't fucking lie about it no more.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, you have this just so much shit going on, and they need a mass destruction. They need a mass motherfucking distraction. I mean, they're thinking overtime. How can we keep them distracted? How can we keep them on their heels? How can we keep these motherfuckers from coming together and realize they're all getting screwed? Black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Cambodia.
Don't matter what you.
They don't give a fuck about you. And here's something else I found interesting. And what you touched on a minute ago, the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay attention and look how easy it is for them to control, shift, change, and dominate the narrative to whatever they deem fit. Because when 9/11 happened, which was a black flag operation, we attacked. Come on, man. If you know, you know. They attacked themselves because Nesro was getting ready to go into effect, which means our currency was going to be backed by gold money. 1. 2, there was just an announcement by fucking Cheney that there was $2 trillion unaccounted for out of the budget. God damn it. Okay, so here's the thing with that. When that happened, it completely slid the whole fucking Nesro thing off the board. It was very interesting that the particular department of the Pentagon that got hit with a fucking missile was the department where they kept these particular financial records at. What a coincidence. I feel like they're always doing something to keep them up for the. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. Tim, like, niggas, you gonna pass my shit?
Tim ain't say nothing. Tim ain't say nothing like that.
But I just feel like these motherfuckers, they understand the game, because now we have to have somebody to hate.
Yeah.
Let's get them to hate the brown guy over there in Iraq. You know what? You should be afraid of all Muslims. Terrorists. Bad people. Very bad people. You know what? Let's make them think that the black people are terrible. Those black guys are fucking terrible. They'll fucking kidnap your wife and rape her, and they're dope dealers and goddamn whatever the fucking case may be. Whatever it is. But here's where this shit takes a turn for the code. Because now white people, they turned the fucking tables on the white man. And they are making it. I mean, let me ask you a question. In 2016, when Donald Trump got elected, they were accusing him of stealing the presidency. Why weren't they blocked, banned, violated? They were domestic terrorists. Why don't they have that same energy? You don't ever ask yourself that, because just a few years ago, these motherfuckers are pointing every finger on the planet at Donald Trump, talking about he stole the election. And here it is. Every day something new comes out about, hey, Biden was meeting with Zuckerberg. I thought the most interesting thing ever when Donald Trump took the stage the other day, and he said this: Zuckerberg, he's weird. He's a weird guy. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said?
Not all of it.
He said he came to the White House to see me. Think about that. He came to the White House to have dinner with me. Why would Mark Zuckerberg come to the White House to have dinner with you if you're not the president? Or is he? Oh, get your popcorn. It's about to get fucking good. If you know, you know. And we're going to get into the next thing. Can you, because somebody just died, and the way I feel about it,
R.I.P.
No, ain't no motherfucking R.I.P. Security, get this nigga up out of here. God damn it.
R.I.P.
No, I want the whole security force. No,
R.I.P.
forcefully. I want to see feet leave the room. Play that how I feel. I'm going to tell you how I feel about this motherfucker passing away. Hit that.
They've been dragging her out.
Oh man.
I say.
Lost his day.
Oh, we know a lot of people know what you did. Why are they saying Ding Dong know what you did? That's all you got? Don't worry about the people can't be there. But anyway, the song's supposed to say Ding Dong, the witch is dead. If you watch The Wizard of Oz, I'm pretty sure you know. Queen Elizabeth with her old reptilian switch. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's a lot of people who attest to it.
So why they hate her so much?
Well, where do you want me to start at? Well, we can start with Harry Margaret.
I don't either. Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Oh yeah,
no, I don't know.
Take you there. Okay, well check this out. Where do you want me to start at? We're gonna start for one. The bloodline is very suspect, right? They're incestual. They're cousins. So right now, the king, her husband, is actually her cousin, first cousin.
Okay. I mean, I watch Game of Thrones, so that's nothing new to me. Yeah.
And that's,
I just assume that's how it all goes.
Man, where else can you find a midget? Fucking, I wonder do he know where the little midget bitches is? I need me one of them itty bitty bitches. Hey, but
love that shit.
What's going on, TJ? What's happening? Everybody still grooving with us, man. We just getting started. We hope you're enjoying yourself up here at the Grape Show with my man Justin, motherfucking George, and we just talking about balls and doing it all, y'all. Yes, y'all. And I got the Dangerous crew with me. But back to this old decrepit bitch. Well, let's see. Where do I want to start at? If you look at some footage, there is some very interesting footage of her dressed up in full druid gear, doing a ceremony, and that was her initiation into some shit. There is an incident, British Columbia. I forget the exact province of it, province or whatever. And these kids all went. They're adults now, but they all went and testified. She has actually been found guilty against murder for murder and crimes against humanity. She had an open warrant. They couldn't go in there and bust her, but she was found guilty in a tribunal court, just like America was found guilty in a tribunal court for all the crimes they did to black people, Mexican people, indigenous people. They found guilty in the fucking court of law. Guilty. We don't hear about that shit though, huh? Oh, I do. Oh yeah, believe me, I do. And the information is out there. These ain't no fucking conspiracies. These ain't no none of that shit. Do some research before you start throwing around that C word. Because right now, shit, us conspiracy theorists is batting like a fucking 1,000. I told my wife exactly when she was gonna die, damn near. I told her before the weekend is up, she'll be dead.
Did you see where they interviewed the one girl on the street about when she first died?
Mm-mm.
And they were like, how do you feel? She was like, to be honest, I really don't feel nothing. They were like, before you ask me a question like this, why don't you do your own background check on
exactly who and what they are, because they are. What they did was they single-handedly are responsible for the opium outbreak that happened over in Asia. So they was in charge of opium. So they had all the people going over to India, and they started there, and they were running the opium through India. They were turning those people out, and then at the same time they were getting a whole bunch of kids to go fuck. No, fuck with, as in have a good party. Yeah, that's what they do. But so there is actually testimony from I want to say 4 or 5 of the kids who survived. So there was a story that the Queen of England, may she rest in peace, and You think they're gonna be waiting for us afterwards when we leave here? No,
Yeah,
fuck
they
that. I
might
got
be.
JT with me, nigga. We'll clean some shit up around this motherfucker.
Some royal guards outside the door.
All right, listen, me and you gonna start. We gonna go back to back. Put your back against
Hey,
mine.
there's only one way out.
And
That's
we
how I
gonna
look
clean
at
this
it.
motherfucker out. And then Evan used to pull that thing, then we out of here. Yeah. But anyhow, so the story goes that they picked 10 kids to go on a picnic with. And shout out them 10 kids, most of them didn't make it back. And these people grew up, they were from the same city, the same town, the same little area, little shithole town. And these people like were really worried about their friends, never ever seen them again. And so let's fast forward to maybe, I don't know, a few months ago. There was, in fact, a few weeks ago, let's start there. There was something interesting that happened. And I was watching and I told Ebony, I said, wait a minute. What the fuck is we looking at? This is fucking great. I cried. I actually fucking had a moment and I cried.
We have a caller. We have a caller on the Grapevine machine too.
Who was they want? What they want? Is it a bill collector?
Caller on the Grapevine machine too hotline. Who's this?
Bring the motherfucker for you. Who is it?
Yes, hello. This is Scotland Yard. We are looking for the man who was insulting our dead queen.
Hang up.
That was great.
What's going on, guys? It's money.
Hello, my friend.
Money. How are you?
You, my friend, can take a flying fuck. What's up, Lee Money? How you doing, brother?
Chucky Boy was the one that killed Princess Diana, brother. He was not Queen Elizabeth's husband.
No. I'm not. I didn't say who killed Princess Diana. I know what happened with that. But he got mad because he found out that little baby wasn't his. He was fucking that other dude, and that was his baby. And he was like, "We can't have this." So do you know about the ritual?
Yeah.
So that tunnel, the interesting story with that particular tunnel that she died in, they have a goddess that they worship, and her name is Diana, which is why Michael Jackson made the song Dirty Diana. There's a goddess that they worship, and her name is Diana. And that particular tunnel, there was a guy named John D. used to run around there doing all kind of crazy cool shit. And he's actually the original 007. But he did a whole bunch of crazy shit, and they used to do these rituals all over the place. And that particular spot, that tunnel, was one of their ritual places. So they killed her.
She died?
They killed, yep. And to get this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Princess died.
Yeah. And get this. On the particular day she died, it was necessary. Okay, so John F. Kennedy, they had to have a moon ritual and a sun ritual. The moon would be for Diana. The sun would be for John F. Kennedy. Am I right so far, Lee?
Sounds about right.
I like to
and it was on my birthday.
Yeah. So Evan, you gotta understand with these people, and I tell my wife this all the time. Once you learn the way that they operate with the gematria code, the numerology, and the symbolism, you could pick the narrative, or you could pick it apart. You can pick that. You can damn near. I tell my wife all the time, like, this is gonna happen then. Just like everybody, please be careful on 9/11. It is probably the most. It means the most to these fucking weird people for whatever reason. And if you look back in history, there's always something that happens on 9/11, from 9/11 to Twin Towers to 9/11 that happened over at the dam, the Hoover Dam. I mean, you can go out through history and there's always something that happens on 9/11. It's an occult number. And it's like very, very powerful to them. So that whole shit right there is just the whole court of the queen is under question, because now you look, and the other day the Pope got on the news and basically kissed the native people's dicks because they went and they found all those fucking children buried on one of their school's property. 350 some-odd babies buried on the school property. Why were they buried? Did they die? How did they die? Why were they there?
That's a lot of babies.
That's a lot of babies. So he gets on the air, and he gets on. I mean, it's a big thing. And he tells, and he was so fucking smug about it. I can't wait to somebody get his ass. He was just a smug son of a bitch just sitting there. They tried to put the headdress on him. He wanted to take a little shit. And man, you old son of a bitch. We know what the red shoes mean too, motherfucker. Hey man, you supposed to say bitch. God damn it, Tim.
I got scared when she started talking about Princess and the queens and shit. So I ain't want to say it no more. Like, come get this nigga, not me. Like, I don't want no smoke.
Hey, no, man. Here's all I gotta say. All I know is that I love me some Doctor Who and I love me some Red Dwarf. As long as those two shows stay out of the politics, I'm good.
Well, we glad you enjoy those shows. I ain't never seen them, but I'm gonna take a look at them because Lee Money, you be on some cool shit. You be knowing
I
all the
tried.
cool shit. I be like, I want to go hang out with Lee Money. Shit, this motherfucking all the cool shit.
That's why he's a crazy mind.
Man, that's why.
That's right.
And you know what we should do this year? We should, me, you, and Lee, and whoever else wants to join us. Last year, I went to Manson State Prison or whatever that is.
Oh yeah,
Mansfield.
Mansfield, dude. I went in full fucking Michael Myers garb. I mean, dude, I had the new mask from the new movie that came on. I had the fucking coveralls with some old boots, and I was just walking. And then I ran into Hellraiser. I ran into the clown. With the
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I was getting more attention than them. Everybody want to take a picture with you. They was like, nigga, you have to leave here. You fucking our money up. You have to get the fuck away. But the cutest thing happened, man. I'm going to put the picture up closer to Halloween because this little guy, he was amazing. His mother comes over there. He's a little white kid. He's about 3. And she was like, can he take a picture with you? He has a thing for Michael Myers. And I said, huh? And I said, send him over here. And he came and he ran. I bent down and he said, I love you, Michael Myers. Oh, shit, God's going to make me cry in this man. I ain't going to be able to kill nobody else. So they try to walk away. He turns around and takes a look at me. He breaks away from them and comes running back to me and jumps in my arms. It's something of you. Like, I had to walk him back to his parents and hand him, like, go ahead, be good. Cutest kid ever, kid. I want a kid. Listen, when you grow up, you come with me, you come with Justin, and you come with me, we're going to do some cool shit.
Let's do it.
We'll be waiting on you. And if you find a flux capacitor, you might catch up. Right? Flux capacitor. But what I want to do is we should I have my Michael Myers gear.
I got a shitload of masks hanging up in my office at home.
Shit. We should all posse up and go out there and do the red line thing.
I got 2 or 3 Michael Myers masks. I got everything.
Dude,
What'd you say, Lee?
Ghostbusters.
I just bought a Ghostface costume.
Oh,
Scream.
Dude, we should go out there 1 or 2 nights because if anything else, it's excellent promotion. I went out there with my red line shirt on, and everybody who wanted to take a picture, I made them hold the shirt.
I haven't gotten a red line shirt yet. Cough, Lee.
God, pay for mine. You know what? We gonna start rioting around here. Who do I need to call about unfair treatment towards the DJs, employee workers, and shit?
He's on the phone.
The guy that we get the t-shirts from.
Who the fuck is he? I need answers.
The people we get the t-shirts from, Incredible Keepsakes, Mike and Diane, are super backed up right now. They just picked up 5 really big contracts.
Hey,
we already have an order in for more shirts.
My special guest just walked in the door. It's about to get good.
Well, hello,
Lisa Summers.
We love you, Lisa.
We are
All right,
gonna
I'm gonna let you guys go. Tell Lisa I love her.
Lisa Lee said he loves you, and thank you for calling, brother. We appreciate you, Lee Money. I'll see you.
All right, have a good rest of your show.
Bro. Oh no! Hey, you guys have a fucking dope ass trip. Do all the fucking.
Yeah, we're on the road.
Oh yeah, happy anniversary, man.
Yeah, happy anniversary, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Miss Money, put it on his ass, goddamn it. I'm talking about I want him to come to work dehydrated, huh? Y'all have a good time and travel safe, and thank you for calling in.
All right, I'll see you Monday.
All right,
see you Monday, great.
All right, brother.
All right, bye.
So we are gonna take a small. Well, we're gonna chop it up just a little bit more. So, there's also some other things I wanted to touch on, but damn, we've been having fun. The time flew by like a motherfucker that first hour. Sheesh. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do right now is I know you're a bit of a wrestling fan.
A little bit more so the 90s. I was the Attitude Era.
Yeah. I don't like the new shit. I stopped watching that shit.
I do too.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, if you don't mind, I'll put people on the spot. I mean,
sounds good to me.
But do you do any impersonations?
Not really.
I was gonna have you do. I was gonna just do an impersonation of the Macho Man, or you know what I mean.
That's a little before my time. I was born in '89, so Macho Man was a little late for me.
God damn, I'm that old.
I know his voice and everything. I'm familiar with him.
Tell you something, Elizabeth. I'll be ready to cuss your ass out because he used to go crazy on Elizabeth. That motherfucker start spinning around in a circle. Ooh, yeah, brother.
And he don't really talk like that in real life.
Well, you want to hear a funny story about Randy Macho Man's? You know the story. So once upon a time, I used to sell a certain substance in a certain city in the state, Reno, Nevada, crack cocaine. But I had a friend, and he used to be like, "Man, we got to go see Randy. We got to go see Randy. We got to go see Randy." And we go out up where we went to up in the mountains right there, and we meet him at the bottom of the mountain at this cool ass little store. So I'm not paying him no attention. He's a fucking no feel, ain't it? So one day he had us come all the way to the house. We pull up and look. Who house is this? Like, this is Randy's house. I said, no shit. I'm going with you. So we go inside. I'm walking around, looking around. I'm looking on the wall. Randy? He was Randy Macho Man Savage.
No shit, you got to meet him?
I got to sit back to him several times. Like, yeah. So,
Oh yeah.
That motherfucker can do that shit no more after 3 or 4 days of smoking. He be like, oh yeah. I mean, man, oh shit, I started to smoke this motherfucker. But yeah, I never knew because he didn't look, sound, act, or none of that shit. And plus, he was on a dope. Where we at, Tim? Go ahead, Tim. Run that video, man, so we can go into the break, and then we gonna meet you guys back here in 2. How long? Because you gotta pee. Because you pee for hella long.
Dog, so he's so cracked. Still on that.
You're fired.
A couple
Go ahead,
Tim. Till you sitting on time. You ain't never felt pain. Till you sitting on time. Till you sitting on time. Till you sitting on time.
Hey, look, I'ma start this shit off. It's Young Guala in this bitch, and I'm with the big dogs. Look, I've been cooking in the kitchen for a minute. I've been on the road, I've been trying to get it. Look, it ain't no stopping like the brakes went bad. And if they slipping on their grind, we gon' take they back. You know I'm with the big dogs in this bitch right now. And if you speaking on my name, have them paint your mouth. But I ain't talking makeup, have them sock your shit. Or even slide with the chop trying to flock your whip. You know it's real in the field, they don't play no games. Keep it real with my partners and I stayed the same.
I'm an OG top shot, they call me Biggs, nigga. Biggs, bakes a fig, nigga. Can you dig, nigga? You a big nigga talking about the MLB. I'm in the majors, nigga. All the youngest still in me. Boy, I'm straight, city to city, state to state. 8-5 goo on my dinner plate. Them ain't no rental place. I'm working with the title, my nigga. And fuck them rivals. It's all about survival, my nigga. I'm suicidal, my nigga. Acting like I got a death sign language. Riding around with a death bitch. She swear she banging till I told her run me a switch. And if you ain't seeing all waiting, you can run me a bitch. You trying to run me a bit. You know I'm talking half days. I'm with my partner Sev out here running the thing. I mean running the game. I'm all about them dollars. Young Guala. Sliding in the coke white Impala. Looking for that gas. I need that 92 octane. Call her easy. You know we keep cocaine. Roll something fat so homies can hit it. And if they really want to know, tell them juicy bitch.
Biggest little city, man, we straight to the bag. Ain't no limit to us, like we up in the tank. Money in, money out, and I ain't talking no banks. Money on my mind, that's all I think. The city got a swamp and it's surrounded by gators. I'm out here fucking with pimps, hustlers, and gangsters. I used to sell grapes, you know I'm an 8. And this be my planet, they can't stand us. We make the world go round, get my guala. Yeah, I did it, something like you. When I get rich, bitch, I'm acting a fool. You already know, that's just how I do.
You never know when the gang gon' bring to you all and you sitting on top. Taking no shows, no get it off top. Got my niggas on code, hey, get on your time. The cycle continues, but who you telling? Yelling free, my niggas never put money up the bell. I'm saying it's love, but they jealous at the same time. Water motion, jet lag, we ain't on the same time. Did it for the city, keep your pride, thank us later. You surprised, say we acting like we made it? Shit, we did it worldwide. We ain't playing both sides. How you live is how you die. Real is all I recognize. You already know the vibes, you know the vibes. You never see it, how I seen it in traffic. We bobbing, weaving, been enough before the scene. Call the plays, never free. Couple seconds when we eat. Grape, herb, and young while the juice did it. How you did it,
Yeah, FOE, it's on the come up. Anybody want this smoke, then run up. Yo, it's on the Cuban beat, like a melody, and everything we touch be gas, like a felony. You niggas don't want this pain, I be spazzing. Yeah, y'all don't want this brain. Got Guala, grape, herb on the track, Tanzani. Niggas keep the bass when they rap, that's greatness. Real far from real fake, handy. Want to kill, just call maintenance. I did a lot of time, I got patience. Y'all better stay in line or be patient.
Yes. Are we back on? Excuse me, y'all. I'm having an asthma attack kind of because Tim got this goddamn reefer of some flavor that I've never seen.
Tim does not have anything.
That shit did a Jackie Chan kung fu kick in my lungs. and I'm having trouble breathing, and I can't breathe. And I'm just playing. Actually, I'm not. But we back at it like a crack addict, and the show don't stop just because Grape keep coughing. If I pass out, you guys do not stop the goddamn show. Keep rolling. I don't mean that shit. You better take me to the hospital, nigga. I'm out of breath. Okay.
Show must go.
Yeah, amen to that. That's our motto.
Show must go on. I don't give a damn if you niggas that drop dead. We'll deal with them later. We're no good here. So, I want to talk a little bit about politics. I want to talk about politics. First, I'm going to talk about politics on the streets. There always has to be a certain aspect of politics, no matter what you're doing. Everybody knows I have a very colorful history, so in and out of prisons. Definitely, excuse me, y'all. I have bad sinuses, and I ain't slept in 27 days and 3 hours.
COVID.
Haha, you should try stand-up. Seriously. There's an open mic night. Why don't you come with me?
I mean, she's got at least a 3-minute set. So
right.
far.
I'm talking about she's gonna knock him. I'm talking about with her 3 minutes, she's gonna knock him to sleep. She should really give it a go. Tim, hey, cuz. God damn it, stop kicking me. Hey, Tim, did you see that thing that Lex posted about cousin acting?
I did.
Should I holler at that buddy? I'm gonna go up here this week. You wanna go? Oh, you probably got a show, huh, Wednesday?
Talking about balls.
Oh, yeah.
7 to 9.
Well, shit, you know what? Well, that's not gonna work. But when I go up here, I'm gonna talk about balls. But anyhow, politics could be a very finicky thing, and it could be a very dangerous thing depending on where you're at. Prison is one of the most dangerous places you can ever play with politics at. Excuse me, y'all, I'm like really having a sinus attack. But because prison politics could determine whether you go to sleep that night or not, or whether you get carried up out the motherfucking helicopter. You have to know how to treat people. That's why I have this thing called respect for everybody. I have a very colorful story. I've sold drugs in every single city damn near from Fresno, California, up into Reno, Nevada, into Portland, we did a stint in Alaska. I've been in Chicago. I've been in Maryland. I've been in DC. And no matter what, I mean, several more places than that selling drugs. But no matter what, I go alone. I don't like moving with people. So I usually go alone. I move around by myself, and I never have any problems because I respect everybody. The respect makes the world go round. Politeness, respect, courteousness. It's simple. It's not a rocket science. But now, in prisons, you have to understand that even though you mean nothing by it, they expect you to understand the politics before you get there. So I'll tell a funny story. I come to Cleveland, and I go to jail here. And I this happened to me in Omaha, Nebraska, too. I got caught with like 8 pounds of marijuana on the Amtrak in Omaha, Nebraska. And yeah, I was home free too. Then I had all that money spent. I had Chicago was 5 hours away. I had somebody waiting on me. I was gonna serve them. I had like 12 more pounds. I was gonna drive to DC and go see my little brother. I had to get my Cadillac out the shop. That motherfucker was righteous too. But man, so I get to the jail pod. I come in, see somebody sitting there. I say, hey man, where the black phones at? No, I didn't say black. I didn't specify what. I said, hey, where the phones at? Where I'm from, you're supposed to know that means that those 3 phones are for the blacks, those 3 phones are for the whites, those 3 phones are for the Mexicans, and those 3 phones might be for whoever has the power in the unit. Using the wrong phone will get you stabbed. Shitting on the wrong toilet will get you stabbed. Showering in the wrong shower will get you stabbed. Eating at the wrong table will get you stabbed. You son of a bitch, you riding around that motorcycle gonna get you stabbed, goddamn it. Give me a ninja star or some shit so I can throw it at this motherfucker. We gonna get his ass one day because he comes through bothering everybody, huh? Spike strip. Fucking spike. You guys are all accessories now. It works. I'm up there across the street. As soon as we hear, we gonna pull it. But anyhow, yeah. So politics can be a very tricky thing. It depends on how deep you want to go, but nothing could be more awkward to deal with than work politics and politics with people who you share a profession or a hobby or a talent with. And we're gonna talk about it. There's a lot of politics that go on in here at Redline, and I don't like it. Not even a little bit. I can't stand it because everybody's for And I understand, I get it. Believe me, I get it. Everybody, the Grape Show, Talking Balls, Sugar and Spice, the Lex Vegas Taught Me Show, the Club Pizzle, 10 Buck Tuesday, everybody understands that it's their show. And indeed, it is your individual show. But you have a team that you arguably under the same umbrella. So I gave David an analogy like this earlier. Whenever I'm in jail, whenever I'm in prison, I assume a certain amount of power. So I'm usually in charge. They have these things called cars. So like you go to a certain jail, you find your car. Where the Fresno niggas at? They over there. Where the black people are, they're over there. And every individual, the blacks gonna be together no matter what. But every representative from that particular area will have the head of that particular area. So if I look out and I see that there's 25 of us, but only 13 of us come out to the yard every day, we're weak. We're not strong. We're not running on full sprint. We're not firing on all cylinders. We're weak as fuck and somebody gonna tear our ass up. But if all 25 get your asses up here and come out here in this program together, now we're a force. We need to start programming together up here. I don't give a fuck who it is. And if you don't like it, the number is up there on the thing. Call me and talk to me about it. We are here to talk about this anyway. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I see it too. I mean, you get some people you can tell get treated a little differently.
Absolutely.
Some people get a little more promotion from the studio.
Absolutely.
Whether that may be the people who run the studio, their own show, may get a little more shares than everybody else.
Yeah.
As I told Tim on Wednesday night, I said next month they should have an award for the most shared show at Redline, and it's going to Steel City Running Lates, as I call them, because they're never on time. And but yeah, no, definitely, I look at it the same way. I actually we're due for a new contract with Talking About Balls.
Yeah.
So I asked Mike and Dave and Lee. I said, can you guys put in the contract specifically? I want my show shared as much as you guys share your show.
That's fucking amazing.
And they didn't really get it at first. And still, I'm not sure if they really get it. So Lee took that as, oh, you guys can share your own thing. And he invited us to different podcast pages to do it. It's like, dude, I know how to share my show.
Shit, yeah.
We pay you guys to be on the station. I want you guys to do me a service. That's what I'm doing. I pay you for the convenience.
And I never thought about it. I'll pay you motherfuckers too
That's
for
how I look at
convenience. I want to reconstruct your contract at once.
If I'm going to have to share everything and promote my own show,
I feel like I was supposed to say it.
What are we paying for?
You know what? And to be honest with you, you added that bitch right on in there. He said it. No, you know what? That is a fucking brilliant idea.
I mean, I'll preface it with I love being a Redline. No ill will, nothing.
Oh yeah, me
but
too. Yeah, I have no malicious intent.
I was doing my own podcast for years. I have all the equipment at home. I brought my own mic in on Wednesday. I've got it all.
Right.
I just like being with Redline.
Right.
So it's like, give me something for my money. Give me a little bang for my buck.
Yeah.
I could do all that shit at my house.
And here's the interesting thing about this. Collectively, I mean, you got Don doing fantastic numbers over there. This guy's getting 5,000, 6,000, 7,000.
Yeah, congrats. That show
Don.
at Redline.
Yes.
Keep doing your thing. Congratulations on having the best show at Redline Radio with the most views. Fucking phenomenal.
I was
Pod
happy.
God Don.
I was happy somebody else won it. I was kind of getting sick of seeing the award every month. It's filling up my binder.
Hey, right. God damn, another one. Put this with the rest of them. Hold on, I need something to put on top of these papers so they don't fly away. Oh no, that is the paper, huh? I thought this motherfucker had like a Grammy or some shit. Like I ain't never won one, so I don't know. Okay, we did win one. I won them all. But yeah, that is a brilliant idea on me. Like Dave, I need my services.
All right, so I'm gonna defend them a little bit here.
Me too.
I'm gonna defend them a little bit.
We're here to talk. Yeah, we're not. We're here to talk. Yeah.
So I mean, as a station, yes, we should absolutely market our baby. Absolutely, 100%. Us sharing, definitely need to do that more. No doubt. On the other end of that what's been in your contract before, what we've been offering essentially, has been a service. So if you do want to work more into it, it wouldn't be outrageous if we asked for more capital.
Sure.
But you know what? And you know what? I'm pretty sure that the person who has their head on their shoulders and was thinking the right way will probably see the benefit of that, providing that it was worth necessary or said requested money. Listen, when I want good weed, I'll pay $100 for an eighth. But if it's crap, I'm not going to give you more than 25. If they give me good weed, I'll pay them $100 for an eighth. No problem. I like, well, not so much right now. We on food stamps right now. We poor as fuck.
Food stamps count.
Oh,
Because we
well.
take Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, EBT.
But Lisa, we haven't heard from you. So
No,
what do you have to say?
You know, as a sponsor, you know, I've been around Dave and Lee, so I'm sticking up for them a little bit too, because whenever shows do come on, I see them grab their phone and I get it shared, and they are sharing it. Other two, just me. Like they're all of their people, and they're
Well,
sharing it.
Well, my gripe absolutely isn't with Dave and Lee in the amount that they share, because no matter what, every show that pops up, you start seeing Lee and Dave share the shit, and especially Dave.
Every time.
My gripe
Absolutely.
is not with
yeah.
my gripe is with the other people. I just know. Yeah, my gripe ain't with up top.
Right.
My gripe was with the hosts.
Right. So I was going to say, if I'm getting all the shows shared to me, you know, all of you have to be getting the show shared to you. So what is the problem where they can't just grab their phone and share it?
Exactly.
You know,
it takes literally one fucking minute to
I
share
see it. I see it all the time.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like,
it's in one of my notifications. Soon as Dave or Lee share something, it
all
comes
the
across.
time. Yeah. At the beginning of every show.
Yeah. So I don't understand why all the other shows can't share other people's shows.
I know I share.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like no,
yeah.
we're not. No, but how many do we have here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have about 20 acts. So that means that, and I understand. I get it. You're busy right now. The show just went on live. You're busy right now, but guess what? It stays up there. You can get up the next morning and sit on the toilet, take a shit while you're sitting there, share the show. What's going on, Don P? We see you. Oh man, you just missed us giving you your flowers. Is what you missed. God damn it, tardy to the party.
Do we have to do it again? To
watch it? Yeah, he just
can watch it later.
Yeah, you can watch it later.
You can just hit the rewind.
No, we were actually just speaking about how we feel like there needs to be more unity in the station as far as not so much up top, but amongst each other. Like, not even unity. You don't have to like the next motherfucker. You don't have to care for his personality. You have to stop thinking about yourself and who you fuck with as the bigger picture. It should be like, ain't nothing above the mob. You might not like the mission, but you better love the mob. Motherfucker, if you don't care for the mission is to get these numbers cracking. We should have one fucking common goal as a fucking station to kick the shit out of the rest. Kick they fucking teeth in. We have 20 fucking people that do thousands of numbers apiece. If everybody's getting 4, 5, 6, 7,000 numbers times 20, that's 100,000, something. I'm bad with math. Was that $1 million?
Bitch.
Give or take.
I'm not, and like I said, I am the most cheerful person. When I'm not in the Facebook slammer, which is
like every other week. Yeah.
These motherfuckers, I just got off a 90 days goddamn me sentence. They hit me because I got bullied. I do my photography shit. Right. So I had this group I was in, and I took these beautiful pictures, and they was on them, have the comments like, and the lady was like, "Oh, but you didn't even put the address or the name of the building." Bitch, you want to put the owner too? I don't know none of this shit. I seen the building. I jumped out. I took a
Figure out
picture.
your own damn self, bitch.
So I said, yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I made a comment. I said, well, to me, you just couldn't stand to see a black kid taking pictures that are beautiful. And so you just wanted to say something, and you, my friend, are what's wrong with the world. 90-day suspension, bitch.
You fucked up my bitch moment.
My bad. 90-day suspension. And to me, and I'm going to hit on this right now, this censorship is getting out of hand. You motherfuckers are just trampling on the First Amendment. You are trampling. Let me get this straight. You can't say nothing about nothing because people are fucking sensitive and they're offended. Their offense offends me. Their offense about every fucking thing offends me.
We have no First Amendment right no more.
Oh no, they threw that. When I seen them motherfuckers censor Donald Trump,
all of our rights are gone now.
Right.
It's out the window.
They censor the president.
I'm shocked we're still live right now because
Yeah.
you talked about the Queen and those kids.
Man,
I thought
yeah.
you were getting Tiffany Haddish immediately. See ya.
I got checked before I come in from the Royal, at the door.
And then, hey, listen. You make sure you hold shit down out there. We see any of them Frenchies coming in and you let us know. But yeah, I feel like this. We're actually in a Sarah Olsen. I hope you suck dick hard as fuck with that big ass blister on your lip. I hope you get before you see us in court, and you will see us in court. I hope you take care of that fucking blister on your lip,
bitch.
Because
there it is.
There it is. Because we, Michael, Grape Ape, we're gonna sue the fuck out of you and YouTube. So I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on. I stepped away from Redline due to some things that I probably threw a temper tantrum slightly about, but I be in my feelings about people I care about, and I don't like certain shit.
I'm sensitive about shit. I can't even say it, bitch.
But in the process of me stepping away, I went and found somebody who I assumed was somebody who knew what they were doing. She talked a good game, and I put a shit ton of money in her hands.
And you thought they were a friend.
And we thought, and you know, anybody who knows me knows I have no like a hidden agenda. I don't have no malicious intent. Sometimes I seem to come off a little bit too aggressive. I don't mean nothing by it. I grew up my whole life being a game banger, doing all kind of we know the story. I don't have to keep saying this shit. So my aggression level is null and void right now. If you want to see aggression, you motherfuckers should have seen me a few years ago. You probably wouldn't want to be in the same room with me. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't want you motherfuckers here neither.
I'll leave.
Where can we go eat if we leave? Shit.
Tim can't leave. Tim can't leave.
But so basically, further on down, we're gonna catch up to now. We ended up parting ways because she was a psychopathic fucking liar. She told a fucking fabulous story on one of my best brothers, and when I found out it wasn't true, she gave me $2,000 in cash as a gift, right, to do something that she wanted, that she thought I would be good at doing. She handed it to me out of her hand, into my hand, into my pocket.
It was a gift.
It was a gift. But what wasn't a gift is all that money I handed you for the logos. So let me get this straight. I have her on film. I had her, my wife call her, and I was recording the conversation. And so the conversation was like, hey, why did you have the station booked? And I paid for those logos. So you didn't pay for the logos. You paid for the software. You paid for this membership. You paid for the website for the domain. So you just said I paid for software. That's about $300. The website domain for the whole year, that was about another $175. Plus the whole other shit for the storefront, that was another couple of $100. But I didn't give you $15 for a logo. That don't read, partner. Then
it was more than one logo. I actually gave her the money. I gave her an extra right before we walked out the door. I remember he was like, oh yeah, give her the money for the logos. It was like $50. I handed her $50 and we left. Now where we made the mistake is we didn't get a receipt because it was
trust and great. Because she was in a depressed mode because she realized how big that fucking herpes was on her lip.
And her forehead.
And she realized that she looked like Loopy Wig from the back.
She get mean head.
No, she don't. You better not put that monkey park on the tip of your dick. Man.
I'm not, but shit's on her forehead. God damn.
It looked like one of them grapes over here in this jar.
Oh shit. I promise you. I couldn't, like how Buddy was on Austin Powers.
Yeah.
I just kept looking at that motherfucker like, bitch, I hope that don't explode and get in my eye. Then I'm gonna worry about getting a bump in my eye and shit. And it ain't gonna be no good no more.
Nasty.
But Sarah Olsen, we are gonna sue the fuck out of you because she sent a request to YouTube to take the fucking shit down. I said, you know what? That fucking logo don't make or break the Grapevine show. That fucking picture don't make nothing about the content, the character, the personalities, or nothing that are up here with us right now.
Nope, because we turned around and got a new logo.
Take that motherfucking logo, print it up, and put that motherfucker across that bump on your lip. How about that?
Bitch.
Right on time. My man. Nominate this nigga for producer of the year at the goddamn radio show with the goddamn awards and shit this year.
Got my vote.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So basically we answered her request. She hit us with 2 strikes. We responded and was like, we'll take the shit down, no big deal. Lee went and found me some new logos. They're property of Redline Radio right now because all we got is the food stamps. We can't afford to buy them, but they're up there. Just they let us borrow. Okay, we know I'm gonna hear goddamn Cecil. Come on now. Oh, he might be here. Dre, go see if Kevin Ford is at the door, please. If you don't mind. Is the shit locked?
It wasn't when I walked in.
It wasn't?
They were still downstairs.
Okay. He's gonna have to come in. He should know we on the air. But anyhow, so basically, I'm like, I don't even understand how she's able to file these fucking charges without any substantial evidence because it's bullshit. It's like somebody going to the teacher in school and saying, hey, this motherfucker hit me. And you just
no evidence,
no nothing. Yeah. Totally bogus, right? But today blew my mind, and it also we're all gonna get paid. Everybody here gonna get some money.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I promise you, we're gonna sue the whole shit. Everybody at the radio station, fuck that. Because now what happened is we did what you asked us to do. We took it down. We put up our shit, they shit, because we on the food. We don't got no money. We put up their shit, which is my shit in a minute, and again we get hit. So what that tells me is that you guys are going off a fucking word and no evidence. You're not doing no kind of investigating. You're letting somebody file a complaint and not contacting the person who they're doing the complaining about and say, hey, man, this motherfucker's trying to tell on you. What you got going on? Bitch. Beat you to it, nigga.
You did.
But I think it's complete bullshit. And like I said, I have my wife looking for entertainment attorneys as well, not as we speak, because they're called closed right now. But come Monday, me and Dave are going down, and I don't know who else would like to join me, but you're more than welcome. At about 3:30 before they close up, we're gonna go to whoever we can find. We're gonna tell them our case, and we're gonna tell them, because YouTube, you're playing with people's livelihoods. You're playing with the way people get money. You're playing with the way people promote their shows. You're playing with the way people promote their hustles. You're playing with the way people are trying to make a fucking living.
Bitch.
Ass motherfuckers and shit.
That's a unicorn bitch, right?
I'm talking about the hard. Well, them motherfuckers that's hard to spot. It's hard to spot. What time? We still got time. All right. I'm gonna ask a couple other. No, first of all, thoughts before we go to the next. Anybody? What I got something on I'm musty.
She ain't want to lie to you. Yes,
No,
nigga.
I'm
Yes.
Look like shit balls on your own.
Like
Why don't you try
dingleberries in
stand
there.
up? Hey, no, you already hear funny shit. Look, I'm the roast king, homie. I'm the roast king. Don't nobody want no smoke, right? So me and my homeboy going at it one day, and I had this fucking mole right here on my neck, and BJ was a big motherfucker too. He was like, man, shut up, this little rat shit on your neck. I want to shoot that nigga out of my gun. Do the motherfucker on it. Bitch, I'm about to kill you up there. I was so mad. I put a hair around that motherfucker. Tight that shit tight as fucking held it there till it fell off. Ain't no more rat shit now, is it, nigga? Huh? But no, back to the topic. Any thoughts?
I mean, I think it's fucked up for YouTube to delete a whole channel for like a couple incidents.
Right.
I mean, how much research did they actually do on it? They just shut the whole thing down.
With one DJ,
right?
With just me.
Yeah.
Why would you whoop a whole? Well, I guess maybe they do that old school parent shit. You was with them, you getting whipped too.
Yeah. Like they could have done their due diligence, figured out which episodes have the copyrighted logo or whatever, whatever it is.
Yeah, they would have come up blank.
Take those down and then investigate. Instead, they just shut everybody down.
Yeah.
But does all so social media do that? Just if somebody calls in or writes something up, they just take everybody down?
Apparently.
Like
apparently. And we
there's our
like
rights
I know
again.
I've gotten things on like Twitter and Facebook where they send you a message and they're like, we looked at your post and we think it might go against our policy, so they let you know. And then eventually, if you keep it up there, they'll just take that down. They don't shut down your whole Facebook page.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And yeah, I think it's just complete bullshit. And we will see bitches in court. And I don't give a fuck. You give me $75, just let money in my pocket. As long as everybody else gets $75 every single convenience, we're fine.
More than I came in with. That's how I look at it.
It's a win-win, right? I didn't put nothing up for this. Give me my money.
Right.
Bitch. Like, and I hope that this starts some sort of a precedent for people to say, we're sick of your shit. We are sick of your shit. Motherfuckers can't say nothing about nothing without, oh my God, stop them at once.
Right.
If you make social media not fun for people, you make people not want to participate. You know what we should do? And I suggested this with the banks. I said, let me tell you something. If everybody stood up, went to the bank and pulled their money out on the same day, you would collapse the motherfucking planet. Because that's what they play with every day, your money. Every single day of the world, they play with your money. You put the money in their bank so they can go play with it. All right?
Yeah, what would YouTube do?
No, not just YouTube. Hours? Not just YouTube. I mean, if everybody just signed off of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everybody who's heavy on that, he went down there. All right, my bad, brother. Everybody who was doing that censorship shit, if everybody just logged off.
We ain't gonna get that though, because you got those sheepy people.
Nah,
it's an addiction. I mean, that's the problem too.
Yeah.
We can't even get motherfuckers to boycott Black Friday. He's like, I need me a VCR.
They
want the VCR from
They don't care what color you are. They just want the deals.
That's it. If it's on sale, I don't care what it is. Throw it in the cart.
That's all they want. That's all they want. So we're gonna get on to the next thing. We're gonna touch on this briefly because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go on to Justin's show pretty soon. Maybe.
Absolutely, more than welcome.
Well, I appreciate that. You always welcome at the cookout. At least you already know I'm coming swimming at your house tomorrow with your heated pool.
You know it. You know it.
I'm excited.
Pool.
Oh yeah. You don't know. I
was in there today. See, my tan's getting better.
I told her, I said, Lisa, you sure you gonna make it? Like, I want to do this for Justin. It's gonna be dope. She's like, I'm just back floating in my pool. I said, you got a pool? Motherfucker said, yes, it's kind of, you got a heated pool?
It's heated.
She said, as a matter of fact, it is. It's set to a proper 78 degrees Fahrenheit. So see, whatever.
That's good.
I said, God damn, I want to be there too. I'm gonna go swimming tomorrow before I go fuck my man Kevin Ford. And then make sure y'all go check out Mama Lou's Downtown, the red carpet event premiere. It's on Amazon Prime. It's gonna be huge. Look out for me and my wife, because them motherfuckers, we was up in there. Whoa, I'm talking about we look good, like we had some money.
I look good. I don't know about you.
You should try doing stand-up.
They both need to go like together and do the stand.
They're like Abbott and Costello, but yeah, they're like
they're
a
so
a
funny
team.
together. Yes.
Don't nobody know her.
Don't nobody know you, Otis. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeffrey.
Don't call me. That's the personal name between me and Cecil.
Oh, what
Did
the
you
hell
fart?
is that?
This
I
nigga,
know.
oh
Yeah.
shit! It's the queen.
It's the helicopter. You don't see Prince Andrew just
Man,
climb
you start
down.
seeing motherfuckers barricade to the motherfucking big ass hats. You gonna see them bitches everywhere. What? But okay, so I had a couple other things that I want to talk about. We want to talk about this taboo one and all. Trump and Obama. Because I see people that have a whole bunch of strong words towards Donald Trump because the narrative is being controlled, if you will. What do you really know about Barack Obama? Anybody?
He's a dick.
Cricket dick.
That's all.
He's a cricket dick.
Mexican dick.
Yeah.
You should know what they look like too. That's all she fuck with is the Mexicans.
I know. I'm married to one.
You should try stand.
Hey, you kind of opened the door for that one.
We're not talking about nobody's dick right now until later.
Yeah, he's not lying.
I'm about to stop and give me some of this honey. I'm about to stop and give me some of this honey.
Unicorn on his head.
Right.
So my whole thing with that is this. Trump wasn't a racist until he decided that his whole presidency was going to be based on stopping human trafficking.
Yes, sir.
They started feeling that heat. He wasn't a racist until he started saying, we're going to kill you. It's going to be punishable by death. They feeling the heat. We better do something. They didn't call him a racist until he said, we're going to take all your property. Everything. Like how we do to the dope dealers. We're going to do that to you, baby. Baby party with those pizza eaters. Motherfuckers. Bitches. Now, Barack Obama, according to black people, he is the second coming of Christ. It's exactly fucking right. For one, black people, and I want somebody to call up here and debate this with me. Ooh, you better know your shit.
He's Lucifer Jr.
He is definitely the fucking devil. Let me tell you something. This man, these are facts. This man dropped every single bomb that the military had to offer until they were out of bombs. Let that sink in. Well, here's something just to add to that injury, to that insult, right? Most of the people that he dropped these bombs with were in no identifiable uniform. They weren't on a combat field. They weren't being aggressive. There might be one motherfucker in the hospital who they wanted, and they'll take the whole shit down. You are responsible for millions of deaths. Blacks, Mexican. You guys are the evilest group of people who have ever been put on a fucking planet. You're all related. And the gig is up for y'all. Y'all, most of you guys are dead already anyway. This is all CGI. It's a fucking stage we're looking at right now. Why do you think they have that big ass fucking thing? I'm gonna tell you guys like this. When you see razor wire go around that big ass structure in front of the Capitol, get ready to start watching shit. They gonna start, because Queen Elizabeth, this was when they were ready to tell the public that she was dead. She's been dead. Operation London Bridge has been in effect for a minute. She's been dead. This is CGI you're seeing. Why do you think that sometimes Joe Biden's fucking hand has disappeared? They're exposing that shit on purpose. Look, that's not him. Why do you think the motherfucking leg, just like how they use the green screen over on Talk About Balls and on Sugar and Spice? It's a green screen. It's all being orchestrated, but it's going to come out pretty soon. And that's why I'm like, they're going to try something really big. So Barack Obama, another interesting thing that he did was there was a man named Omar Gaddafi. And when you say that, you go, oh, Gaddafi, the boogeyman, oh, he's bad guy. Just like a lot of people think about a lot of people, like white men, who they're calling now nationalists and separatists and terrorists because they speak how they want to speak and they believe what they want to believe, and they're absolutely right for everything they believe. They believe that the election was stolen because it was stolen. They believe that there's a whole bunch of fuckery going on in the government and in the FBI and the CIA. It started with Kennedy because Kennedy said that he was going to take the motherfucking CIA and bust them into splinters and destroy them. Well, the problem with that is Big Bush was in charge of the CIA then, and he didn't like that very much. So off with his head, he had to go. Now, these CIA motherfuckers, it goes all the way back to Prescott Bush and Operation Paperclip. Germany didn't lose that war. They left. The Fourth Reich is happening right now, and it came over here in the form of NASA, NSA, FBI, well, not so much the CIA, all these high-ranking three-letter girls, they're all remnants of the Third Reich. Operation Paperclip allowed for thousands of these secret service. Werner von Braun, the founder of NASA, he was a German scientist. All these motherfuckers who should have been hung came over here and got immunity and got these dope-ass government jobs, and that's why the government is fucked up now and corrupt now. So what he did was this man, Libya was a thriving nation. Everybody had free electricity. If you wanted to be a farmer, he would give you X amount of dollars to go find you a farm. He would give you X amount of dollars for all your equipment, and he would put you up with a farm. When your wife got pregnant, she got $5,000. And off when she was off work, they gave her time off of work. They got paid $5,000. School was free, healthcare was free. He provided water to people. There was some water that was running underneath Libya, and he found a way to channel it everywhere, so most of Africa can get water. Right? And Hillary Clinton, like, yeah, be kill this motherfucker, goddamn much. And I told my wife the other day, I was really concerned with Africa. Congo's been getting ran through, but they just found all that fucking gold. I said, well, it won't be long now before they find a reason to invade. Before they start dropping bombs there. And what have they been doing the past few days? Last week, you know, oh my God, there's a terrorist there. We got to get him. He's there where you guys are at. And where are you at? By the gold?
He's by the gold.
He's by the gold,
Yeah,
right?
it's coming.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. It is. And I can't wait. Because I'm like, and another thing, I told him, I said, watch this. Watch this. More and more people are going to start seeing, UFOs. And in the past week, we've seen them in Mexico. I mean, not just, no, I mean, everybody's like, nigga, look. We have them in Mexico. We have them in India. We have them right here in Indiana. They're literally being seen everywhere. And I told people Operation Blue Beam was going to be next. The asshole Werner von Braun, we were just talking about the head of NASA, on his dying bed, he said, listen, they in game is going to fake an alien invasion. Because think about it, everybody like, we need these niggas to listen. Maybe we should fake an alien invasion at Red Line so everybody can listen to them. Beat them with the punch. Get over your shit ass. When the goddamn the aliens coming? It's a good idea. Huh? What, we dress up like aliens? Big ass ET finger pointing at him and shit. But what happened? The distraction. Be prepared for a full-fledged distraction. We have an active shooter in DC yesterday swinging fucking power lines like a monkey. We have a fucking white police officer who opened fire and killed 6 people for no reason. We have a nigga who went and killed a few white people for no reason. I smell MK Ultra there. I smell program killers.
And then the cops in Denver.
Then the cops. Right. And to me, that says to me they want to kick off a race war. Because the black people are going to get tired of these motherfuckers killing niggas. The white people's like, oh, you want to start killing us now? It ain't neither one of us. I have a theory, and you can stop me if I'm wrong once I say it. I feel like this. We as human beings, no matter what color, we all have pretty much the same thing that we try to do, the common goal. We want to provide for our family. We want to protect our family. We want to live a decent life, and we just don't want no shit. And I feel like that's kind of the same all the way across the board, no matter what color you are. But what it is we've been manipulated, and the narrative is being dominated so much by these uppity motherfucking 1% who have been controlling the narrative because they control the media. And there's fucking millions, thousands of media channels, but only fucking 6 families own all of them. Look at Operation Mockingbird. You should check that out. It's a real thing. So,
sound like Jason Bourne to me. You
know what? I didn't want to talk about it because I have a little interactive thing that we're gonna do, but we're doing pretty good on time here. Controlling the narrative. Because as long as I've been alive, there was always somebody we had to hate. And we didn't know why. Because it's processed into us, it's brainwashed into us. When I was a kid, I had to hate all Russian people. I didn't know why. I just didn't like the Russians. Motherfucker, Rocky fighting them niggas. I'm fighting them too. Shit, nigga. Oh, man, I'm with Rocky, nigga. They done killed Apollo. He was a nigga. Fuck them Russians. I've never met one in my life. What do I have? And now, what I will tell you about Russia is they never practiced slavery. They never enslaved anybody. In fact, they're telling black people, hey, listen, the way of life over here is way better. Our culture is rich. Our heritage is rich. Our history. You don't even know why you don't like us because these assholes are telling you don't like us.
It's propaganda.
It's proper fucking ganda at its finest.
How many movies in the 80s were we fighting Russians?
Oh, come on. Everything.
Every
Red
movie.
Dawn, Red Scare.
Every movie.
Dude, when I was a fucking kid growing up.
He dies.
Yes. When I was a kid growing up, we used to have to do the pledge allegiance to the flag and all the whole shit. And then after that, we would have to get under our desk just in case the Russians hit us with a nuclear weapon. What the fuck this goddamn desk gonna do?
Right.
Son of a bitch, you just trying to keep people scared, Tim.
Bitch.
No, like you came.
I was a little late. My bad.
I mean, the same thing with Muslim people. Oh my God, they have a bomb. They're gonna blow us all up. Those are some of the nicest, most humble. I had an Airbnb when I was in Dallas, Texas, and they were. At first, I went to the door and I seen the swastika there. I said, "Oh shit, goddamn, Mr. Proud Boys," right? So, well, the history with the swastika is much older than Adolf Hitler when he took it, and it goes all the way back to Tibetan Indian shit, and it's not by far what they're making it now. It's actually a symbol. I forget exactly what it stands for, but it's you even know how to brain fart. But it's basically the opposite of what they're making you understand it as now. So when they opened the door, they were Indian people.
Yeah, it was a symbol of peace, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think
peace, and it was like peace, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was some other things too.
Yeah, sure.
Like everything meant something,
mm-hmm.
right? So when they opened the door, they were in like not like like red dot Indians, like,
right?
Yeah, like thank you, come again, buddy. Thank you, come again, buddy. Pretty good, y'all didn't know I
That is
do
horrible.
Yeah, I'm friends with both of them. I love everybody know Jimmy Boy and them.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Pops, what's going on, man? I'm gonna f you up when I see you one day when you get older.
And he says the desk does work.
Man, hey, man, listen, man. Not one of them Christian Academy desks that we used to have to get under on West Fresno. Them motherfuckers was from the second-hand store.
I could barely sit under mine. Get under it.
Man, listen,
I
man.
have a couple.
But
I have 2 or 3 over me.
I'm like, man, so basically it's gonna stop all the nuclear fallout in the mushroom cloud and go because I seen that motherfucker blow a whole school down. But the desk was still there with the kids underneath. It's a good thing for them desks. Invest in desks for your kids. It's the only way. But no, for real. I mean, this whole shit is it's bullshit.
Sorry, it's funny.
I just keep thinking Black Friday special, get desk for $2.99.
Right, man. Hey, that's all material. I'm gonna need material trademark my grandbaby.
Make sure it's one where you can lift it up and put your stuff in it.
Yeah. All comedy here on the Red Line Radio Show, Grapevine. LLC belongs to Funny Cuz Michael Bradley. No, but yeah, so we always had to have hatred for somebody. Let me tell you this. America is the most corrupt, the most evil, the fucking low down is other than the motherfucker where this bitch just died at, other than them cats. And probably Australia, they're fucked up over there too. But
with cats?
Hmm?
You said with cats? No, I'm asking, did you say
this ain't got nothing to do with no cats. What the fuck are you talking about some goddamn cats?
I thought I heard you say cats. It threw me for a loop. I'm like, cats?
I've always seen my pussy. That might be me. My nipples get hard sometimes. Shit.
Sometimes.
I got a nipple hard problem. My motherfucking nipples always hard. I don't like wearing the tank top because this motherfucker teased me. Your headlights are on. Actually, y'all know damn well I made that shit up. She is not that fucking funny.
Oh, yes, I am.
Man, I had so much. I went home the other day and I took my shirt off. I had so much titty sweat. That motherfucker like a butterfly on my shirt. I said, oh, shit.
He had the butterfly effect on his teeth.
Man, I was mad as fuck. I ruined a perfectly good white beater. But yeah, like I said, it's always propaganda.
Sure.
Even the Uncle Sam poster, they want you.
No, that was all
propaganda.
Oh yeah.
But let me tell you something. The same way they didn't make their people get that jab, they didn't make their kids get in that draft.
Right.
Why do we have to go over there and fight a war with some motherfuckers you motherfuckers disagreeing about? Y'all don't like each other about whatever y'all got going to tell you what. You bitches meet in the field like we used to do, or like how they used to do on the Outsiders, Pony Boys and Socials, the Greasers, whoever it is. You meet up with switchblades, hand grenades. How about that nuclear bomb? Bring the desk and have at it, motherfucker. Make sure you bring them goddamn desks. You might not survive the fallout.
Bring a table too, please.
The tables ain't what the desks used to be. You feel me? The tables is not what the desks used to be. But I mean it. And you know, nobody knows why we only hate each other because that's what they tell us to do.
Yeah.
And most people are stupid enough to do it.
No kid is born with hate.
Not at all. It's programmed.
It's all taught.
It's all, that's a learned fucking behavior. Excellent point. Excellent point. Yes. And you know, certain people are in their ways. But my wife is, Cecil, goddammit, Cecil, you supposed to bring me my package. Nigga, where you at, Cecil? I'm about to pull up on you in a few minutes. We're going to get high together. I hope that raccoon there waiting on your motherfucking ass, too. I hope that motherfucker scratches shit out your dick. Hella hard.
Bitch.
Thank you. Hey, you know when you get a raise, goddammit, Dad, get this nigga a raise. Oh, we're going to fuck around and walk out on y'all.
He needs a shirt that says bitch.
Bitch, that's a new thing for you, Tim. Hey, everywhere I pop up, Tim, when we out doing comedy from now on, I'll be like, let me tell you motherfuckers something else. Bitch. Hey, Tim, I called now, I dubbed Tim the Too Short of Redline. Hey, shout out to my homeboy, Too Short. Rest in peace, Jess. Remember when we took Jess to the Too Short concert in Lake Tahoe? That we had, Too Short is a very good friend of mine. And so I took Ebony and our friend who passed away to the Too Short concert up in Lake Tahoe. So, you know, I'm great. So we go immediately. The promoter lets us right into the back. We mingling with the people. We look up. She's on the stage with these niggas. I said, okay, well, it's cool. And that motherfucker disappeared for about 9 to 11 days.
No, she wasn't gone that long. If she was gone that long, she would have got left in Tahoe.
Man, how? Because we went on to the next spot. But anyhow, you are now the Too Short of Redline. What time we got? Okay, then we have one more.
Supposed to say your line. He gave you the Too Short of Redline.
I was waiting for it too. I looked right at him and he did nothing.
Man, you gonna get hired and fired on the same day. God damn, we need a more liable bitch.
I just wanted it to be an honor without the bitch. You know, it was a silence.
We'll have a moment of silence for this bitch.
Right.
But I want to talk about one more thing. We're gonna talk about
bitches.
Tables and bitches right here on the Grapevine. Desk and bitches. Tables, desk, and bitches. Tables, desk, and bitch. Tables, desk. Get up under the table. Get up under the desk. Get that bitch like under the dress. Tables. Write that down. Trademark.
I'm sensing a new intro song now.
You like that? Yes. It ain't easy being cheesy. But no, for real. Ukraine. Thoughts?
Fucking mess.
I mean, just a nightmare.
Oh yeah, it's a mess.
Why we keep sending money?
Right.
That's
More
stupid.
and more and more and more money.
On a surprise visit, on a surprise visit just the night before last, they decided to send an extra $2 billion. People in Mississippi, just don't drink the water, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're always the first ones to help out everybody else.
Right.
Humanitarian aid to everybody, but the humans here.
Right. Our
And I
vets
just
are
feel like-
sleeping on the streets, and you sending billions of dollars to a whole nother country.
I mean, it's terrible. Oh, back to Barack Obama. I give you this. He did Obamacare. That was great, right?
No.
Fucking right, it wasn't. And a lot of people don't know this about Obamacare, and these are facts. Obamacare set that shit in because what happens was there's this particular code. When the doctor announces that you're pregnant, they put this particular code into the computer, and they have this group of people who keep an eye on this particular, and they're looking for the blood type. They're looking for several other traits to decide if they're going to kidnap this fucking kid at some point in time or not. I'll show y'all some cool shit. Yeah, we put around and get chopped off around here. But he put Obamacare in place just to have that system of kidnapping kids. Oh yeah. You don't gotta believe it if you don't want to. The information is out there and it's all gonna come out. But
they tried to make it when they first came out with Obamacare like it was going to be the best thing.
They tried.
Oh wait, he gave niggas
across like we was about to have healthcare like they have in Canada.
Mhm.
We pay for that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he gave you niggas phones too, huh? So they can spy on you. Come on, man. Nigga giving away free smartphones. Why do you think that? It's a setup.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that PPP money. How many niggas is in cuffs behind that?
Or gonna be.
Right.
It was essentially all based around like poor people that don't go to the doctor. So we'll help you. Here's Obama. Here's our health care. You can't afford a phone. Here's an Obama phone.
Right.
Twofer. This nigga gonna make me go get my medication and he gonna give me a goddamn telephone so I can talk to Cecil. I'm about to call you when I get to the doctor, Cecil. Yeah, I'm about to go down here and get the goddamn
cheapest most raggedy phones out here.
But guess what? They got that camera on them. That's all they need.
Yeah.
They got that. I mean, it ain't a secret that all this shit is coming out. These motherfuckers is buying. They're spying. They're spying. There is not nothing that these motherfuckers haven't heard. Every conversation, everything has been taken, recorded, put in whatever kind of keeping. Probably sold a lot of your information because you put in. I mean, just like Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is a CIA agent. He just won an award. He was brilliant for this because he said, we need all these people's information. How can we get them to just give it to us without any resistance? Make them enter it if they want to be part of this cool ass fucking app. Location, name, age, date of birth, likes, dislikes, places you go, places you don't. Things you want to say, things that you don't like to hear. I don't give a fuck. Okay, what?
Ain't it crazy how it took off? Because at first you had MySpace.
I missed time. I missed time.
Right.
Hey man, somebody get time on the phone for me.
And it was like MySpace was the thing. You sat there for hours making your profile. Like you had all this cool shit. Here comes Facebook where you don't have to do all that. And how do you go from this cool ass app to this boring ass shit?
Right.
I'm trying to make a top 8, you know? I miss that shit.
Man,
I love that.
You can't do that shit.
Man, I was the motherfucker putting in them little codes and shit and do all kind of little
You used to be able to play music in it.
Yeah.
Man, I loaded all my songs. I put my song. We got a new song. Put it up here. Put it on MySpace.
Yeah, as soon as you go to somebody's page, they had that little music playing.
They'd have a background, all that shit. It was great.
It was good.
Niggas on there like grills and shit. But yeah. So well, we have about 10 minutes, so we're gonna close with this little exercise that I decided to do.
I hate exercises.
Me too, bitch. Excellent timing, everybody. Excellent timing. Okay. So what we're gonna do is here because I'm sorry I had wanted to have everything. I know you can't read my writing.
I can't somewhat.
Okay, well, so what we're gonna do right now is we're definitely one of us is black, two of us is black, and something, whatever I mean. My mud, goddamn shit. And then we have two white, right? I'm assuming white.
Absolutely.
I don't like to put labels on anybody because everybody's so goddamn sensitive. I don't know what to call nobody nowadays. It's like, eggshell white, project paint white. I don't know what the fuck they want me to call them nowadays. So basically, what I wanted to do is there's going to be some questions asked. And I want you to answer the question. I'm going to answer the question as well. The way that it would be answered in your house.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to answer it the way it would be answered in whatever kind of house I was in.
So you get to do something a little different than the rest of us do. You were raised in a black and a Mexican household.
We eat beans and rice at both of them.
So because you were raised in both households, I want you to give both answers for both households.
Sí, güey. That's stupid in Spanish. Sí, pendeja. Una verga. You already know I spoke in Spanish, huh? ¿Qué estás haciendo, güey?
Bitch.
God damn it, too sure. You better watch it, nigga. You're gonna be in trouble. You need some new sheriff in town. Right? Okay. I can do that. I absolutely can. Go ahead. Got a question right there, motherfucker.
All right. Finish this statement. Don't make me slap you into
next week.
Nigga, we write shit down. You ain't participating, fool. Bitch.
All right, so now we're gonna go to the next question.
No, we didn't write shit down, motherfucker.
Calm down.
Whenever you're ready, you can hold up your answer. You can go first.
I had next week. I was already writing it when Tim said it.
Next week, you see him in the nigga house. You're gonna get stopped in the kingdom come.
Yeah.
I don't know where that kingdom is, but you're gonna come soon if you keep fucking around with the fuck around. You hear me? See the difference in the households?
What did Abuela say?
Hey, she said some shit and then she lost me because I don't speak that well in Spanish, but basically you get your ass knocked the fuck out.
Bitch.
Yes.
Puta. Hey, funny thing, He was telling me about it. He was like, man, we had a wild time in Punta Cana. I said, I love the putas.
That's one of the few Spanish words I know, so I knew what you're talking about.
Puta dinero. Puta El Desco, just in case these motherfuckers drop a bomb. El Desco.
El Desco.
That's my son Kyrie. He thinks that's how you speak Spanish. He says no matter what, if you put an L at the beginning.
Sounds about right.
And end it with an O.
Yes.
Fucking pretty good.
You're good. You're good.
El Bicho.
It's a good start.
There you go.
See how it works?
Yeah.
On to the next one, baby.
Next one is clean your room up. How fast do you clean your room up? Or do you clean your room up?
Never. I would just ignore it. I wouldn't.
Get the fuck out of here! You see this? This is fucking great! Right goddamn now! Or bitch, you gonna need that desk because Gregory Bradley gonna come in there and kung fu shut you military man. Nigga, this ain't no goddamn quarter. That white look. Fuck you up one day, dog. Just in a few years, you know. When I'm watching this, I got the scar on my leg just because you couldn't handle your loss, couldn't take your loss. Don't say no bitch, because my daddy'll fuck us both up.
I wasn't. That was.
Because then if he did say Tim's on his own, goddamn it, Dad. You don't do that. Greg Bradley have been a fuck around and flew out here. You be the nigga walking the door on this. Yeah, give me a desk at once. Bitch, give me a desk. Okay, baby, go to the next one. It might not be, you know what?
I think that was
okay,
it.
shoot it from the draw. You got some.
Yeah, I have some. So,
Lisa, you feel free to ask questions as well if you have any, because we have a few more minutes, and we're gonna. I want to say maybe in about 2 more questions, I'm going to tell the story about my first white friend I stayed at his house and how I seen the different smiles.
Oh, see, that's part of my question. I didn't even know that was going to be.
Of course you don't know, because it's the Grape Show and you don't do no work on it, so you don't never know what I'm doing.
Obviously, I did. If I got
Tim, say it, Tim. Say it, Tim. Tim, say it, Tim.
I can't. It's happening.
You scary motherfucker. I'm trying to get this nigga in trouble.
I want some ham still, nigga.
Oh, that ham was good as fuck when we made dinner for you that day, huh? We got to make it some nice dinner for
I'll make you
everybody.
another ham with some macaroni. I'll make the macaroni and cheese.
Oh.
She always says that because she don't want me to make it. So I make the spaghetti. I'll make the macaroni and cheese.
You know what? You did make some bomb ass spaghetti the other day. I have to give you your
I make
flowers
bomb
on
ass
that.
everything every day. Okay, motherfucker, shit. Ask the question, cuz.
Okay, so I have a question.
We're out of time.
When you were little and you were sitting at the table for dinner, were you allowed to sing at the table?
Sing? What the fuck? Oh. Whistle while you work, motherfucker? That'll get your ass backstopped if you whistle at my table. At the table where I go back, start whistling if you want to. All right, what we got?
My mom put a TV in our kitchen. I used to watch
Fuck
TV.
it ain't right. These motherfuckers rock.
You can do whatever you want when you're eating dinner. We had a little TV on the counter. I used to just sit there and eat and watch TV. Cable hooked up,
Life
everything.
must have been fucking great at the goddamn George house. Shit, god
No
damn.
complaints.
Did
No
you have a
complaints.
door?
Wait, I'm about to get to that. I'm about to get to that. Then we're gonna close with that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get your stupid ass the fuck away from here with that Michael Jackson. What the fuck you got that glove on while you trying to eat for it? Nigga, how you gonna eat your cornbread without getting a glove in it? So I'm gonna tell you a story before we end the show.
Wait a minute, I gotta do my question.
Oh my bad, Lisa. She gonna fuck around.
You still got time though, so
Go ahead, baby. You got time.
How many times was you allowed to talk back to your mama?
Well, before or after the crack epidemic?
Huh?
Before or after the crack epidemic?
Oh, either or.
Well, I got a 2-part answer.
Yeah, spoiler alert. How do you draw the infinity logo? Because I did it all the time.
Shut the fuck up. Well, here goes the easy answer.
I was a badass kid though. I was really bad.
We can tell. Oh, goddamn scared straight ain't got shit on him. He's like, nigga, I'm watching TV at the table eating because my mama out. Fuck y'all. Bitch.
She would be like,
go in his room and slam the
she'd
door.
be like, when your dad gets home, he's gonna whoop your ass, and he would. He'd come in with like mini blind switch, belt. He had the paint stir with the holes in it.
Oh, so
I laughed it off. I was like, hey, whatever.
What else you got,
I'll be
bitch?
good in 5 minutes.
About to go outside and do some more bad shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell you a story. That was an excellent question. I'm just dumbfounded by the fucking answer. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Never. I was never allowed to talk back.
It depends on how bad you want them teeth in your mouth.
Right.
So
I had to be across town to talk back.
shit, the motherfucker get you there. Your motherfucking station wagon gonna pull up on you.
What did you say?
Talk that shit out, bitch. And that desk ain't gonna save you, bitch.
I didn't say it. She did.
So anyhow, I'm gonna leave with two things. Well, I'm gonna start before I tell my story. I got a question for everybody.
Sure.
When you were a kid, and you wanted to go somewhere, did you get a ride there and back, or did you catch like public property, or how did you get there? Were you able to catch a ride there and back with your parents, or?
This is ironic. After the answers I just gave, it sounded like my mom didn't give a shit, but she was so strict with like, we're not allowed out by ourselves. She watched us like hawks. So she would, if we wanted to go somewhere, she took us, she picked us up. We were accounted for at all times.
Ebony? Now don't get my answer, because if you're going to get my answer, don't ruin it, because it's my
I don't
answer.
know what your answer is going to be, but I know that it just really, it all depended on where I was going, who I was going with, how the ride situation went. So if I went with one of my friends, 9 times out of 10, their parents would pick us up and drop us back off.
God,
like
damn,
it was
what kind of life y'all must have lived out here. This must have been fucking
if
great.
we went with like a big group, we were allowed to take the rapid and the bus and stuff, but it had to be like at least 10 of us. It wasn't like 1 or 2 of us on the, on the public transportation. It had to be like a big group of us.
Right.
And then your answer.
You?
Mine was either my friend's parents or my parent.
Well, the answer for us and most of the people I grew up with went a little something like this. Look, motherfucker, I'm going to take you there or back. Which one you want? So you get one ride there or back. I usually would choose back. And when you came, this is back in the 1900s. So we had a way that because there wasn't no cell phones and none of that shit then. So the way we would call and let them know that we were ready is there was a phone booth we'd be dropped off. And when it was time for us to go home, they'd be like, just call, collect, and they can't hang up. Mm-hmm. Hello, you have a collect call from goddamn, my mama waited, nigga ready already. And we right there by the phone booth.
Yep.
That was it. So going on to my story, I had a white friend in high school, man. I won't say his name because he was fucking hilarious. And I had never been to a white person's house to spend the night. And I went to his house to spend the night. He was about like in the 8th or 9th grade, maybe. And so I walked up, man, got this nice ass house and shit. My mom's on the crack. I'm just like, God damn, cuz that's how you live for real. So we go upstairs, man, and we walked in the room and I looked to the right, I seen the fucking door. The fuck, you got a door? Damn, this nigga got a door, cuz. And we walked in, I sit down, I seen all the video games, and I heard it. I look, I said, this nigga close the door. Ooh, he closed the door. Ooh, he closed the door. I'm in uncharted territory right now. I've never been in no shit. So we hear from him, hey, boys, are you ready to come eat? He opens his door that I've never seen before that was never supposed to be closed. Fuck, mom, we're playing a fucking game, bitch. That must be your people, huh? You motherfuckers are wild in the White House. Shit, it cursed the mother. Shit. Boy, it'd be smoke in the air, you goddamn man.
Did you have your own phone when you were growing up?
Huh?
Did you have your own phone when you were growing up? Your own phone line?
Loopy was on the crack.
Did you have your own phone line when you was growing up?
I didn't, but I got my first cell phone when I was in like 6th grade.
Oh yeah, that's
right. Who the fuck was you talking to?
Nobody. I was playing Snake most of the time. It was one of those old ass Nokia things. It was like a brick.
That little bitty one, yeah. It was like the first color screen and shit.
Most indestructible phone ever.
I sold a lot of crack off one of them phones.
What about you? Did you have your own phone growing up?
Yeah, I had to pay for it though. She wouldn't pay for it.
Responsibility, see that?
Yeah, I had to pay for it.
So,
but you had your own phone line.
Yes, yes.
So on a leaving note, white people and black people have different expectations of their kids when they turn 18. Do you feel like your kids should shut the fuck up and get out, or do you feel like this is the time we need to like kind of coach them some more?
I think you help them as much as they need. It depends on how they got to 18. Like if they were fucking around and not paying attention and not focusing on their future, then I think you got to step in a little bit. Yeah. But they got a good head on their shoulder and they want to go out, support them that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially if they're going to school.
Shit, not in a nigga house. This nigga that turned 18, I've been counting the goddamn days.
Yeah, the rent checks due.
Yeah, motherfuckers. 12 o'clock on the dot. Well, nigga, either pay rent or get the fuck out and take the desk with you. Anyway, man, that's our time, man. Thank our special guest, Justin George. Make sure you catch him Wednesday. He gonna be talking balls with all of y'all.
Thanks for having me.
Lisa, thank you. We gonna do that little trick with the grapes for Justin a little bit. Hey, Lisa can shoot grapes out of hoo-hoo.
I've heard things.
Oh yeah, she got that Kegel shit down package. She's accurate. Anyway, man, tune in with us next night. Red Line, this step up at the station. Let's bring this award to the house. Good night, y'all. Thank y'all.
gotta go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. You ain't gotta go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. You ain't gotta go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.